All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kerwin, Brian the Grizzly.
What's up,
Brian
man?
should be joining us soon,
Soonish.
right? Yeah. But yeah. What's going on, man?
We were all running late, and mostly I was running out of Haunted Mansion. I had a lot of fun. You know, I loved Haunted Mansion. I love the idea of it. We're actually going to October, so I wanted the girls to kind of experience it. It was fun. It was a whole lot of fun. I'm so glad we got to go see it. And you know what? I mean, it's not like the greatest movie of all time, but it is a good movie, and it's a good way to spend some time with your family. So I give it definitely at least go check it out, especially if you have a family.
Yeah. So we're going tomorrow night to go see it. And Haunted Mansion. We've been on most of the rides at Disney World. We haven't been to Magic Kingdom for some. I don't know. We just haven't gone. To
really?
Or no, not sorry. Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom.
Of
course, we went to Magic Kingdom.
I was like, what?
Every we gone to Magic Kingdom. And I haven't been on the New Guardians ride because last time I went, they weren't quite open yet, which sucks. They opened like a month after we were there last time.
You were just there though.
Yeah, that was like a year ago. They didn't open it up. But Haunted Mansion is without a doubt my favorite ride still. Like there's other great rides, like a fun rides. Rise was super great. The new Mickey Runaway Railway, whatever.
That was fun.
Super fun. Haunted Mansion though is just you can't beat it. Can't beat it. So in the movie, the trailer looks great, and great cast. I am super excited to see it tomorrow.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Lakeith was great, but man, give me a movie with Rosario Dawson in it. I'm stuck. Like, man,
yeah,
cool. I'm stuck right here. My wife was like, "Hey, stop staring." I was like, "Sorry, I wasn't drooling right."
What? On the screen?
Sorry.
Yeah. So I was surprised, like how crazy of a cast they got with that movie.
I wasn't. I mean, everyone loves it. It's a fun thing. It's something that everyone knows, Haunted Mansion, and they didn't do it right in 2003. So 20 years later, to go ahead and give you an opportunity, and the CGI, they did good with it. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
better than some Marvel stuff.
Yeah, which is. We got some people in chat already hanging out with us.
Hey, Brandon, you know I did.
We're good. If y'all have Max, I highly recommend the show Warrior. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I heard a lot of good things about this show. A lot of good things. What, season 3?
See, I have to go on an airplane. I'm gonna be sitting in the airport for hours. So guess what? You found me some download, and we watching the entire time.
Oh man! So far, it has a 93% with a tomato meter, an average score between all the seasons, and a 96 audience score.
Oh man! Okay.
Audience and critics, and that's always hard when those numbers are both high. Then
that means it's a good movie.
Yeah. Oh, it's a show.
It's
yeah. This one's a show.
And I'm fine with that. I mean, how many episodes is it? I'm gonna start downloading tonight, so I have it already.
Yeah, I'm looking for another good show because Secret Invasion,
dude. I don't.
We're gonna get to that later.
I told you as soon as I saw, I was like, "Really, guys? Really? This is what they did?" They'll talk about stick the landing. I was like, "How about just falling all over and flat on your face?" That's what the landing was.
Yeah. We got Brandon Davis. What's up? Did you see that movie with Rosario Dawson? Which movie was that?
What's the name of that movie?
Which one that is? A lot of stuff came out today. Yeah. 10 episodes per season. So about 30 episodes. This season 3 is out already.
There's a Trance.
Trance?
Yeah, that's what it says. I don't know if I can see that.
Yes. That one.
I feel like I've seen this twice.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
saw
it.
that one.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Yeah. It is an okay movie.
I don't even care if it's okay.
Yeah, Trance. 2013. Damn.
James McAvoy. Wow.
Yeah, I heard you for. Yeah.
Man.
Might watch that again.
Yeah, I was like, man, she
And
is so fine.
download.
Oh, man. Boy. Man. My wife knows.
She was in that.
Keep me away from Rosario Dawson's.
That's why, like, Ahsoka's gonna be so awesome, man. Like you know, granted, she's always gonna be like,
she's perfect in it, and then just I'm telling you, I'll watch anything with her, so I'm all for it.
I watched that DMZ movie or series. It was like a mini show or whatever on HBO or something like that, and it was not good. But the comic was pretty good. I remember the comic being pretty good, and the show was I don't know what was wrong with it. But
just came in today.
Ooh, what you got? Oh, nice.
Captain Picard. The one I could not find anywhere. I got him, and Worf is on his way. Nice. Like, yeah, I'm all for it.
You got add him to the Star Trek Flash Wars collection.
I'll say I have the Wars is over there, and so that's Luke. Where is? Must be over here somewhere, but yeah, they're all sectioned out.
I was gonna say you got more than like my comic book shop at this point. Is that a Wolverine down there by the gauntlet hand? Yeah.
So there's Logan on the left side and Wolverine on the right.
Okay.
I have like 4 Wolverines all together.
Nice. Damn man, you got.
And they're all a little bit different, just depending on what you want that day. Which one you want to look at?
We got Mark Willen.
Oh, was it Mark Willen?
Over at House of Nerds show.
Yeah. Dude, sorry I didn't know about Sunday. I would have jumped in. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. I know I told Sergio, I was like, yeah, that was my fault. I didn't tell Brian enough time, and
I would have left football. It's still like in the off season a little bit, so I would have been like, cool.
We do that a little later.
I'll be back. But you know what? This came out this week. Expanse. I'm a huge Expanse fan. I love the TV show. This comic book is like a continuation of the TV show. So this is number 4, 12. As soon as I saw it, I jumped. I ran for it. I was like, I have to have this now. But then I got this one to. This is yesterday.
The Night Terrors. Yeah.
And of course,
number 2.
I'm getting all
they had this really cool like blacklight
this one
variant cover. That is sick though. Detective. I didn't see that one. I would have got that one. That's some cool covers.
Indigo Children. This is another one I love reading. I'm all for it. It's Titans one. Yeah.
But the main one, just the Night Terrors or Night Terror, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I already have number 1, and so I bought this variant cover, and it's all like black light and very like psychedelic looking. And 1 and 2 both had that cover, so I bought it. It's hard to make out things because that's how trippy looking the cover is. I'm like I don't know. It was bright, colorful. I'm like, I want it.
It's funny because I've been buying I'm trying to limit it to just 2 variant covers. But some of them I do have 3 or 4. Like I'm like, this looks so cool.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it so much. The entire series is really cool, but understanding it's a continuation, like you need to read all of it, and each one's building on each other, on each one. So
Mhm.
you got to continue the entire series to really enjoy and understand what's going on.
Yeah. I just like how every character has their own, and it's just two, which I like. So it's easy to jump in, and
Yep.
then you're good for what, a month, 2 months, however long they're doing it.
I think they're releasing 4 every week. It seems like.
Yeah, something like that. So I was really interested in the Guardians Green Lantern one.
Of course, you're Green Lantern.
Yeah. So but that was done really well. I was like, how are we gonna do this? But yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
That one.
Yeah.
One of the 4 variants I got.
Let's see. Jorge said Barbie's having insane holds. Will reach 750, 800 million this week. Yeah, it already
You're not
hit
wrong, dude.
500. I think yesterday.
So I went to go see Haunted Mansion. And it was pretty packed.
Yeah,
it was insane when I walked out. How many people were in Barbie outfits? Insane.
Yeah.
It's Thursday.
Yeah, it's insane. This movie is going to hit 1 billion so quick, man. You're talking about like
it's going to be Monday next week. It's going to be 1 billion.
Yeah.
The numbers
the crazy part is like
crazy.
Yeah, like a lot of these like right-wing kind of people that never talk about movies decided they wanted to talk, like all of them, wanted to talk about like Barbie, and so many of them were like all said like, oh, this is not gonna have any legs. People are gonna realize it sucked and it's stupid and it's anti-men and blah blah blah, and no one's gonna watch it. Which is not. No, it's not. Like, did you watch that John Campia?
Yes, I did.
I thought that was
it was exactly it was more concise about what we were saying exactly.
That's what I was like. He said exactly what we were both kind of getting into, but he said it just very like a person who's been doing it for a long time. Like it was like, I'm like, yes, I'm like, exactly, dude. Like it was great. It was great.
It was like someone listening to us and then listening to both people, and they're like, okay, let me put a concise statement.
Yeah,
and he did it in like 3 minutes. I was like, yeah, that's it.
It was the best way to put it for it. That was great. I was like, oh man. I'm just gonna do DMZ either. Thank you. No. Yeah, man. Sometimes I don't know. It just didn't flow well. The pace was weird. Everything was just. It's a good comic, but yeah. And Rosario. When I saw Rosario Dawson, I'm like, all right, it's gonna be at least okay. And it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Ryan Daniels, Night Terrors.
It's so good. Like I'm going through them, and I'm reading them so fast. Like, but it's easy because one page might only have like 5 words on it. Just get the gist of it, because there's so many. It's like just their fears, and you understand each one makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Insomnia is the Freddy Krueger of DC Comics.
You're not wrong. I'm thinking about you can't go to sleep because he jumps to your dreams. So yeah, that's exactly what he is.
Yeah. So it's pretty good, but it's just there's so many. I'm like, I really want to read them all, but I don't want to buy them all. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with like a book with like a collection of a bunch of them.
I mean, they've been doing it, but it's been usually like the books that I've been seeing, like I Hate Fairyland. It took how long did it take for it to really come out? Because there's 20 comics of it. So like if I have to wait a year and a half now, I'm good. I'll just.
He's more independent though. By the time what was it, Scotty Young did that?
Scotty Young.
By the time like it started getting big, it's already been a few issues. Because I think my girlfriend, we went to C2E2 4 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
And he was there, and he was selling his stuff.
It could be 4 years ago because that's 2019. That's the one that they didn't do, right?
Was it man, shit, you're right. Because I think they did 2019. They didn't do 2020. 2020, 21, and I think they did last year, 22. So I think they missed 2 years.
Yeah. I thought it missed 2019 and 2020. Or was it 2020, 2021?
COVID didn't really affect us until 2020. It was like February 2020 is when everything started getting close.
March of 2020. Yeah. So 2020, 2021. Yeah.
Yeah. So but it might have been even 2018. It was a while ago. And we were.
Didn't you get that little thing done? You didn't get like a picture done?
From Scotty Young.
I thought no, I don't think it's from Scotty Young, but I thought it was just during the same time because you should the same time we went out there. You had one of those. I thought there was a drawing of one
I
of the ones.
know she had got the person who did Calvin and Hobbes was there. She has like a giant book. I don't think you can't see it because it's like farther down on the shelf. It is a giant book of all of it, every single strip of Calvin and Hobbes. She loves Calvin and Hobbes, so he signed that. And because usually she didn't like fan out, she like fangirled out with that one, which was kind of cute. It was like she's like, oh my god, so we got that. But then like we walked by and Scotty Young had Fairyland in, and we didn't know. She goes, oh, it looks cool. So she bought the book and had him sign it, and she's like, loved it. So, but now it's always big when I go to the comic book store.
It's almost sold out. Every time I go early, and there's like only 3 left on the shelf.
This is the first time in a long time I actually went on New Comic Book Day on a Wednesday. Like, because I had Wednesday off, we had to do a bunch of stuff, and we're like, oh, hey, comic book store. And of course, on Wednesdays, they stay open a little bit longer. So
they expect me at 10:45. If I don't come by 11:15, they're calling like, hey, Brian, you okay? Like, yeah, Johnny, I'm good. I'll be there in a little bit.
Nice.
Johnny and Skylar. Shout out to them.
That's awesome. Brandon said, I started Twisted Metal. Probably bust that out by Monday and start on Invincible.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't even know Twisted Metal had started already.
So today's the 27th. So the second half of The Witcher. So
today? Oh shit!
It's today.
It? Yeah,
it comes out today.
Yeah, you were right. Damn, yeah. I do want to watch it because
it's like the end of the story. You have to figure out these last 3 episodes to see what's going on.
Yeah. I think I don't know. From our conversation, I think I liked it more than you a little bit, but I had a lot of the same issues.
I love. See, it's weird because I love Yennefer, and Ciri is okay. Geralt, I love how he plays him, but I don't like the way they're doing the story. So it's kind of
because this is the first time they're actually doing like he's the dad, she's the mom, that's the kid, kind of like a family kind of thing, rather than like a mission. Like, oh, I have to because I'm connected to you. I have to, take care of you. So it's a little different, but I like it. But I definitely want to see how it ends.
Yeah,
that's it. This is the last time we see him as Geralt. So it's gonna suck.
I was like Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah.
I'm not ready. I just don't want it.
Watch he comes out and just like knocks it out of the park, and you're like,
no. So everyone says like the way they do it is so stupid. It's idiotic, and you're not gonna like that.
Yeah.
But he looks good as him. But it's stupid.
Yeah. Heck, I just started Harley Quinn season 4 today. Shit, that came out too. That's brand new. Damn, man. Who said that earlier? A bunch of stuff came out today. Yeah, a bunch of stuff came out today. I need to make a list of all this stuff because I love Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
I love Harley Quinn. I know our buddy on Dynasty Polyline, Martin. He joins us every so often. He doesn't watch a lot of stuff, but when he does,
episode 1 came out today. You're right.
Yep. He's a big Harley Quinn fan too. He said he likes it. So yeah, definitely gotta check out that. I think my sister has a Max account.
We'll talk offline. Yeah, we don't share passwords, guys. We'll talk offline.
We're all part of the family. Yeah.
Don't you see? That's my brother. What you talking about?
And then everything's raising. I got an email that Peacock was getting increased.
Yep.
It's only like $1, but still, it's like I don't know if it's worth $5.99.
It's almost gonna go away for me. I'm like, all right, guys.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll come back when you have Bel Air. That's it.
Exactly. That's it.
I mean, everything else, I really don't care. Maybe Paramount. I think my mom has Paramount. Just because like you can watch all the old Ninja Turtles, like the stuff from the 80s instead of 90s.
Once again, Turtles. There's only one reason why I watch Paramount.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got that.
Strange. I mean, all the new ones have been really good. So
Well, people are losing their minds with this one that's was it Strange Worlds?
Strange Worlds, yeah.
Because there's a musical one coming out, and the trailer came out for it, and oh my god, on Twitter.
Oh, that reminds me of trailers. All right, let's get through this. I want to watch this trailer. I've been waiting all this time.
All of Twisted is streaming. That's on Peacock, I think, right? I think Twisted Metal's on Peacock.
Is it on Peacock?
Yeah, inbox me about Max.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's on here. Netflix sucks.
You know,
it's not great.
It has its good parts and bad parts, but the good parts just are good, are enjoyable. It's Peacock, yeah. Right.
Peacock, yeah. I'm trying to think of like what I mean. Stranger Things, it's big. I don't know if it's as big as it once used to be. Now that it's going to be the end, I think that's going to like bring a lot of people back.
It's going to blow things out of the water.
People
are going to be like,
let's see. Kevin Davis said Netflix is #1 streaming service. Yep, they all have a good original shows and movies. HBO is worth $20. It has same old TV shows and movies people are already seen. The only thing is like,
well, Netflix is giving movies. I mean, we're going to talk about They Cloned Tyrone, right?
Yes, yeah. Definitely. I was just like, what we just watched. I was like, yeah. So Netflix is the only one really making money, the only streaming service that's making money. But it took them a long time to get to that point,
But they have good content too. I mean, some of the stuff comes out is just good. I mean, we saw was it Extraction 2?
Yeah,
that was worthy to be in the movie theater.
Honestly, a lot of their animes are not bad.
Yeah,
not bad. My UPS driver got me into it's called Records of Ragnarok, Records of Ragnarok, and it's the most insane like idea, and it's basically like the gods, and it's just like it's all the gods. There's Odin and Zeus and Thor and Loki and Buddha and Gilgamesh. It was like every religion right, all come together, and they're all like, you know what, we're done with humanity, let's kill them off. And then like a Valkyrie character is like, oh, I declare Ragnarok, which gives the humans a chance to fight. So now it's like it's the six gods versus the 6 humans, and she picks the 6 humans, and it's so fucking insane. Like literally they wind up getting Adam and Eve. They get Adam to go against Zeus.
What?
And he hates the gods, and it's insane. It's so fucking stupid. There's another one where
it sounds like Mortal Kombat.
It's so bonkers. It's so insane. One of the best ones was Hercules versus Jack the Ripper.
Oh my god.
And the way they do it is smart, so it's not just like it's a god versus a human. They throw in like like special weapons to help them and stuff like that. And my god, it
sounds better than Secret Invasion.
It is. The best part is they have was it Aphrodite, like the goddess of like love. She has these gigantic boobies that literally has 2 statue men holding up each one. It's awesome. Like there's a part where a giant explosion happens and everyone gets blown back and her boobs like come flying up and whack her in the face.
That's so anime.
It's so insane. It's so funny, man. It's I didn't think I was gonna like it because it sounded stupid, and then I started getting into it. I'm like, and then the fights were pretty good. And I was like,
the problem.
Okay, this is stupid.
You start with anime, you start with anime, all of a sudden it draws you in, and you're stuck.
Yeah,
you're stuck.
The Records of Ragnarok. Yeah. He goes, wait, that's a show about the boobs. I mean, it's not about the boobs, but there's, the goddess of love. So of course she would have giant big boobies,
especially in anime. Yeah.
Yeah. And she just like, and every time they cut to her, she's just like, huh? And it's like wiggle like insane. And there's like just giant statues. Just, I was like, what?
I don't know what's going on.
It's off the wall, man. It's so stupid, but it's awesome. Yeah. I don't really do anime. Some of them are good, man. Some of them are
really interesting. So I will say that.
I got a Death Note. Death Note is still one of my all-time favorite animes. It was just done so good. Attack on Titan's good, although the ending I'm not a fan of. But I ordered Ryuk. He's the devil demon guy in Death Note. I ordered a little figurine of him.
You don't have it? You usually have it right there.
No, I ordered it. It's coming in.
Oh, okay.
It's coming in. So hopefully I get it in a couple of weeks. I missed a few of these.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Oh yeah, Castlevania. Castlevania trailer came out today. Damn, that too. Okay. Netflix sucks. Yeah, for me it's Hulu and Disney. Anyone else can suck. Yeah, Paramount because my mom loves Star Treks. Yeah,
I love Star Treks too. I got an old soul, so I love them.
Yeah. So long as Star Trek stays on Paramount Plus, I'm there. Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing is, like each one of these services has at least one thing that pulls you into each one, and it sucks. Yeah. So I was like, damn.
Like, I'm dropping this.
Yeah.
I'm dropping AMC Plus. Oh, wait a minute, I can't do that because this new trailer came out. And I was like, oh, well, guess I'm going to stay on this. Take my money, I guess.
Yeah. Disney Plus going to get more subscribers when they merge with Hulu at the end of the year. Yeah, when it's like official.
Didn't Apple buy?
I think they're trying to sell their part of it.
I thought Apple bought the streaming service part of Disney.
I'm not sure because I know Comcast, whatever big was that Viacom. They own the other part of Hulu, and then once Disney became majority, they had an option of just buying them out. And of course they bought that section out, so Disney owns 100% of Hulu now. I don't know if that's official yet because I know by the end of the year they have to do that. But I think they're going to get rid of it. Man, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Disney. Like Disney's trying to get rid of ESPN. They're like, sell that part of it. There's still the rumor that Bob Iger is trying to sell all of Disney as a whole to Apple.
Is it like Apple Inc. to purchase Disney for $109 billion?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. That's not.
I don't know if it actually happened yet. Yeah.
It's all rumors and stuff. I don't know if they're ever going to sell it. But that's the big rumor is like he's trying to clean house to make it look good to sell. You know. But I mean, you can't say he's trying to clean house, but also he's trying to clean house because like one, he needs to.
Because you have to.
Yeah, if you want to, keep making good money. But I would hate it if Apple bought Disney. Like,
I don't know. I think they should buy parts of Disney. Like they should buy the streaming part and make the Apple TV Plus on Disney with Disney, mix it together, and then they increase the way they do those things. So now if we do have another Secret Invasion or another Marvel type of thing, Apple now will put the money into it and put the story in it right and stick the landings.
Yeah, but you're not going to buy just Secret Invasion, or it's not Secret, just Marvel.
You buy all streaming because Disney's such a big entity. You could just sell just the streaming part.
Yeah,
so that's why I would want.
I can see them selling Hulu, not Disney Plus. Because if you're gonna sell Disney Plus and sell all your rights to all your like movies like that, then that's insane.
For $200 billion.
I can see Hulu. I can for sure see Hulu, and that would make sense for Apple. But we'll see. Hulu because of all the cartoons, Bob,
American
Dad, all that. Disney because of all the Marvel stuff. Else I can do without, especially Netflix.
Netflix has been having good movies, man.
Yeah,
I can't stop.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get into the They Cloned Tyrone a little bit. Did I messaged Brandon? Did you?
We'll do our own reaction. He comes in when he comes in.
Yeah, he didn't message anything.
So yes, to do at 6:30. So I was just like, okay, well.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, I haven't watched Netflix in months, maybe a year. Wow, who knew that? It's a long time. Marklin said, "I've been watching Hulu for more since a new Futurama dropped this week." Something else for you to watch right there.
I watched it already.
You probably watched it the minute it came out.
As soon as I came home, like we ate dinner. I'm like, "You want to put on Futurama?" She's like, "All right."
You probably like, no, you probably set the dinner on the table and say, all right, you know what to do, right?
Yeah.
Turn it on.
I thought it was a great reboot, not even a reboot, just a restart of everything. Like it picked up right where the last one left off. It was funny. It was good. I enjoyed it.
This is when you do reaction to things like that.
I know I need to. I might do that a little later. Maybe tonight. What else we got? Oh, movies.
Shinigami.
Shinigami. There you go. Thank you, Horror Geek. Yep. That's what Ryuk is.
It says Star Trek and all Tom Cruise is on Paramount. That's true.
Just everything Tom Cruise has done.
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
There's Sergio.
Main man.
The man, the myth, the legend. There we got Marklin said, I have AMC Plus, but I watch Shadir. Yeah, Shutter. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I think Shutter has a lot more cooler stuff. Yeah.
I have a trailer that I want to watch tonight dealing with AMC Plus, and that's why I'm trying to go through these guys.
Yeah, I want to get that ready.
Ed Marklin, my guy. Apple TV has been good to Hijack starring Idris Elba. I saw that. Oh my god.
Was it good?
It was so good.
Damn.
Oh, dude. I mean, everything Apple's been doing has been good, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I can't argue with Apple TV, man. Like I hate Apple products, but man, if their like studio part of is not one of the best ones out right now. Like
it is.
Everything they make is so good. A24 and Apple TV, they are making some of the best stuff out right now. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. I see you, Sergio. Apple has slowly been curating great content on their streaming service. I agree. They have been. But go back to this House of Nerd show. Guys, we're comic book fans. House of Nerd shows where we go to get any information you want to know. Anytime you want to know about independence, they have mainstream things there too. They have a houseofnerdshow.com. You should go on there, check it out. I'm telling you, I go on there at least probably 4 times a week just to see if I'm missing anything, because I go to the store at least 3 times, but just in case I'm missing anything. So if you get a chance, please do that. House of Nerd Show is awesome. These are my guys. And L's awesome. All right, let's see. Disney paid way too much to Star Wars and Marvel to sell Disney Plus. I don't know. I mean, if it's not making the money, Marvel's going to make you money. But right now, Star Wars and Indiana Jones hasn't made anything for them. So
even Marvel's been not hitting as good. They're still getting some money.
They're still making money.
But it's not where it was with the money thing. But I think Bob Iger, is on the right track with like, hey, maybe less is more.
It is.
And we need to cut back, especially with Star Wars. Just stop announcing like every time you have a thought. You're like, hey, we're making a movie. It was like, what? Like you said that 15 times just last week.
And Skywalkers are done. And they're back. Like it's the same day. What you talking about?
Exactly. So one, KK needs to just stop. And there's a bunch of rumors I heard about KK that like she doesn't want to renew her contract or they're not letting her. So
I was hoping she'd be gone by now. But no one else wants the title. That's the problem. No one else wants to step up, and say, okay, wait, you ruined it. Who wants to step in and try to handle that mess?
I know Dave Filoni would take it. I just don't think they would trust him.
He doesn't want to be the man right there, right behind it. Maybe he wants to be the man behind that. Like after
someone else be the man behind the man.
Yeah, exactly. She effed it up. Let's let someone kind of get it back to respectability, and then I'll take it to new heights.
Yeah, I think he could do it. I think he could be good. It's just hard to give somebody a position like that when they don't have any of their credentials. You know what I mean? If he's been doing it a little bit longer and not only in animation, but actual like movies and TV show and stuff, maybe, but I mean, KK had like Spielberg and like all these people behind her for so long.
Because Filoni doesn't have Spielberg.
Yeah, I mean, yes, George Lucas. That's the thing is Filoni. If Filoni were to take over George
Lucas would be more a part of Lucasfilms.
Yes, I think so.
Everyone knows him, and all the people that will be behind him. So I think that still works.
Yeah, but I think he would require a group of people.
or someone to help him out. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Which might be the way to go, man.
Especially when we try and get something back on track.
Oh.
See, the thing about Netflix movies is that you can find them online without the aid of Netflix, but I can't find all my cartoons at will. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cleves, what up,
Hey,
fellas?
What's up? What's up?
Non-comic, but Crazy Burrow got hurt.
Man, I saw that notification today.
I was in the movie theater.
You didn't see him? It was like his calf, I think. I think it'd be all right. But I saw that I was working, and I guess I get all these notifications as a sleeper, and I saw like injury report Burrow. I was like, wait, what?
Calf strain. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It didn't look anything crazy, but like I literally stopped working when I saw that.
See, I stopped working when I saw Jalen Ramsey. That's what it was like.
Yeah.
I was like, because he's on my team, guys. Yeah. So
personal reasons. Yeah.
Mr. Surgery says, Apple is a hit or miss for me. Severance is a top tier. Silo, not so much.
I started watching Silo. I like Silo, but I think they're trying it too hard. But it's not bad. I don't mind it so far.
Said, thanks, Brian. Appreciate the love. We got Chip Zdarsky this Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, which is perfect because then I get to watch it because I will be landed already and I'll be on in the comments. So if you see someone in the comments, it's probably me. Well, I guess it could be Tank too. that's just what happens, both of us.
I try to look before I comment. I see if there's like a Spoiler King's already commenting, and then I'll move over to my personal account.
I do the same thing too. Oh man, KK created such a mess that it'll be tough for anyone to take the mantle. No one wants it. That's what the big thing is. I heard in June they offered it to 3 different people, and no one wanted it.
I heard that too.
That's the problem.
It might go to Filoni by default. Like he's the kid in the background, like me, raising his hand. They're like
anyone else.
Favreau, come on, Favreau.
Exactly.
He's like, oh.
Favreau's like, what?
Yeah.
Mama?
Well.
Yeah, so this is what happens when you have people that are always on the account. You gotta check to see if the other one's already there because we look at the same stuff all the same time. All the time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know we've done that a few times, and I'm like, oh shit. throw them off on screen. Like, oh hey, you already said hi, but hey, oh shit.
All right, we got through those. Let's get to this thing because I've been waiting on this. The moment I all been waiting on. Man, we already 40 minutes. Wow, it goes so fast.
I know. Let's see. All right, cool. I got it up.
All right. Wanna do the honors?
Yeah. All right. Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tate Kerman with Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to check out the brand new trailer, sneak peek that we got at Comic-Con of Interview with the Vampire. Season 2. Super excited. It's coming back 2024, season 2. This show was so awesome, man. This show was so awesome. I am so upset, though, that Bailey Bass is not coming back.
I know. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Hopefully, I haven't seen the trailer yet. Like, I've been waiting for online to see it. I hope we see the new version of Claudia. I hope I think she should be good, but
I'm gonna hold all thoughts until I see this trailer. So
yeah. So let's check it out, and then we'll talk about it. All right. Let me know if you can
full
hear
screen
it. Okay?
For me. Can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Okay, so where did we leave off?
Paris was an awakening for Louis.
The whole world was ready to return, to remake their lives.
Paris was a hunger.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Théâtre des Vampires. Everything you're about to see is real.
Louis and Claudia, welcome to our coven.
Who's that handsome man on the wall?
Our co-founder, Lestat de Leoncourt.
Boom. Short and sweet.
Yeah, it's just it's a sneak peek.
I mean, come on, man. Lestat. Come on, man.
We didn't see him. We didn't see him in here, which I know what. Save it. Save it for the actual show.
I'm glad with that. I think that's what you need to do with trailers. Stop giving me the whole show. Let me enjoy the journey. That's what I really want.
Mm-hmm. I think that came out 6 days ago, so we're a little late. But I think though that's the best way, because everything that's going on, I kind of figured that's what was going to be anyway. So I'm cool with that one. But right off the bat, what do you think of Claudia?
Yeah.
What do you think about Claudia?
You know what? Maybe because I thought Bailey Bass was so perfect for it, and this girl's doesn't look like her. She's not as cute as her, so I mean that kind of always takes it down. But is she cute? It's just like no, not really. So that takes it down a little bit, But I don't know. She just doesn't look as young either. It kind of changes the dynamic a little bit for me. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's just so hard because like the trio that they made in the first season was just so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And her
they played off each other so well too.
Yeah, and especially like first you had Lestat and Louis. And them figuring out their thing, and then you bring in Claudia, and it all just works so well. Hopefully, this actress is good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she just looks so much older,
especially with this part, because this part was going to be a lot of Louis and Claudia, and that's why I was so excited about it, because both of them together were great last season. But
so why didn't Bailey Bass come back? I can't remember.
Not sure.
I just know that she's not there, so I was like, ugh.
Yeah. I said, sorry, Bailey Bass not returned, but interested to see where they take Claudia next season. Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong. She looks old as hell. She does like maybe that was the issue with Bailey Bass. Was she looking even older now? But
there's no way.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I mean, she's very cute, and I just don't understand. I don't know why.
Yeah. So why isn't Claudia coming back? So Claudia's coming back. The actress is not, and I don't know. I think you're looking it up, right?
It just says, due to a variety of unforeseen circumstances, I am unable to return to Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire for the second season.
So it could have been money. It could have been. I mean, it could have been Avatar. Like James Cameron's like, no, you do my movie and only my movie.
Exactly.
It could have been something like that. Takes them like 15 years to make a sequel. So never know.
It sounds like she had other jobs pulling at her, but most likely is James Cameron.
Yeah, but probably money too. Oh,
she's also doing something for Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Huh.
Yeah, okay, There about that. Yeah. But Louis,
which is my favorite book growing up. That literally Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe was what introduced me. C.S. Lewis introduced me to reading anything.
Yeah.
First series I ever, watched the Dawn trailer and all that stuff. That was the only one that got me.
Yeah. That's good. There we go. Wow. Especially Bailey Bass in it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's part because Lestat kind of like put his little spell on him. I forgot what it was, like vampire seduction or whatever the hell they called it. Can't remember what.
But he found the right one. So that's the thing, and that's why I can't wait to see the end of this season, see where they go.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's comes back, and does Lestat come back with a vengeance? Oh, I'm interested in that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who's that handsome man? Lestat. Shit.
You saw Louis' face. He was like, Lestat. He was like, oh man, that was awesome.
So Brand said, unless Tom Cruise is in it, I'm good. But the black chick smoking, she gonna eat me.
Hey, you saw the series, the first season, you'll know. Honestly, this is so much better than what we have from Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
So much better.
The guy playing Lestat, which is what Tom Cruise played, he knocks it out of the ballpark, man. He's probably one of the best Lestat on screen we ever got.
I agree.
Out of any movie, anything like that is gonna be great.
He almost like you read the book and comes off the page. He jumps off the page at you.
Yeah, even Louis, Louis was great. Their relationship was great.
I love the way they made him. It did in New Orleans, so doing a black guy makes so much more sense. I mean,
yeah.
It was with the culture down there, it just made sense and it worked out so well. I think that what they did, the leaps they made so much more sense.
Yeah. This one's gonna be good when Armand starts getting involved and they start doing all that crazy stuff. It's gonna be cool.
The Vampire Armand is gonna be interesting.
There's like this show can go on for a long time because you still not even finished with this story of Interview with the Vampire, and then you get the the Vampire Armand, Lestat, Vampire Lestat, are you Armand and Queen of the Dam? Oh man, So yeah,
I think it give you at least another 5 seasons of quality content, and what the writers are doing, because what they took us on that ride for the first season was so good. I'm really excited to see what they do for the season 2.
Yeah. They're already pushing it with Claudia being as old as she was last season.
Exactly. So you're gonna make her older? Like Claudia's supposed to be like 12, 13, man. In the books, it's like 8.
5, I think. I think it's like 5 or something stupid. Like, which just makes it just icky. Like super icky.
That's just too much. But I thought 12, 13 was fine. Now she looks like she's like 29, 30. All right, bro. It's too much.
Yeah. Most accurate Lestat. 100%. It's so good. Yeah, I can't wait to return Lestat. Yeah. And it's going to be so over the top just because of who Lestat is.
He's going to come off like...
Yeah.
Just like coming from the side.
Some gap. Oh, man. And then Louis the whole time is going to be like, just like losing his shit over him.
And Armand's going to be looking the whole time. It's going to be epic.
AMC Louis is just more interesting than book Louis.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Because Louis was dry and just nothing, like milk toast.
Well, man, they got at least 2 more books to go.
Exactly.
At least they got probably 3 books to go.
The Vampire Lestat is going to be by itself just an unbelievable ride. Queen of the Dam is going to be awesome, and I think they got another season after this.
Probably. I'm curious to see how they end this season. I don't want to spoil it, but if you've seen the movie, you know what happens. So I'm kind of curious to see when that happens in the show. So, yeah. We're gonna come back to that one together. Claudia's tragic vampire child of literature. Yeah,
child is the key. Child.
Yeah. Because I think Cookie Monster.
Yeah,
she was in our chats all the time when the show was coming up, and I think she was the one that told us like, oh, in the book she's like 5 or 8 or something like that, like a kid. I was like,
we had a couple of people in the chat that came in every time we did a review of a season of an episode that were great.
Yeah, this is probably
like Vox, one of our Vixen or something like Vox.
Yeah. This Interview with the Vampire for us was entertaining to watch, entertaining to talk about, and as a channel, very rewarding when it came to views and stuff like that. So that is always great when it just works on all levels and everyone's having fun with it. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this to come back. But I don't think
we were talking about Monday. I was like, Monday, we were like, man, there's something we were forgetting. And I was like, I remember as soon as we got off.
Yeah, there's no date. It just says returns 2024. At least here. It might say somewhere else.
I think they're done filming, so it could
come. They got it.
February. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'll be cool with that. But I mean, the Anne Rice show hyped up the what's the other one? The one with
Wait for Witches.
Yeah, the Witches. Wait for Witches. And that one was just nowhere as good as Interview with a Vampire.
But I don't know. It was something about it that was pretty bad. It's probably the acting.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're pretty, but just not. That's about it.
Yeah. That it's probably as so. This is
early to mid 2024.
Yeah, they're saying because of the strikes.
The writer's strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably would have got it in February. It might be pushed back to May.
Yeah. Sam Reed. It doesn't tease. Oh, Interview with the Vampire. Sam Reed teases Lestat and Louis in Dynamic season 2. So that might have been at Comic-Con because he wasn't obviously in this trailer.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So yeah. I'll probably get it a little bit later because the strike is. Which I want to talk a little bit about the strike next. We'll wait for Brandon. Cool. Anything else with this one, man?
No, I just want to hear everyone else's reaction and thoughts. I mean, Interview with the Vampire was such a big thing for us. Not having Bailey Bass is going to change the dynamic. I want to know what we're going to have, really thoughts we're going to have, and how's the content going to change, and what's going to happen when Lestat comes back in. Woo! This is a banger. So I can't wait to see what season 2 has in hold for us.
Yeah. It's gonna be so good. Yeah. It was Made for Witches stinks more than my newborn diapers.
You two guys know, Sergio and you both know. See, my nose has come back. My nose hairs have come back, so you can smell. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, age 7.
Yeah. Yeah. But cool. All right. But yeah, like Brian said, let us know, leave a comment, and appreciate all you guys. If you're watching replay, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Lets us know that we're doing some good stuff over here. And if you're watching it live, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic. Right. There's a few other comics.
Hey, Brandon said, okay, okay. Oh, she's like 5 in the books. Yeah, it's weird relationship with Louis. It is a very strange relationship in the books.
Oh no, he said something. What about the right one?
Let the right one in, child. That was horrible. Let the right one in.
I remember that one.
Oh, you remember Let the Right One In?
I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
Or let me in, whichever the original was.
I think Let the Right One In is the one.
So it's coming in at least 8 months, so we have an issue.
Well, it wouldn't be 8 months, and this one is the one thing I don't care. This was something that I loved so much, and I was mad that it didn't come out earlier. Talking about I was filming in March. Like, then let me know what's going on. And you know what? I need a trailer that doesn't tell me everything.
Yeah, it was a nice tease that I think especially everyone that knows the story, even at where the season ends up, you kind of know this is where it's going to happen. So it doesn't tell you anything that you are already expecting, which is good. And it just shows you. Like, oh, here's some of the stuff that you already know is coming. So
I think the thing about Interview with a Vampire was it had me so enthralled. And even though I know the books, I know what happened, they changed a lot of things. They took a lot of good leaps, and they changed the story enough that I don't know exactly what's going to happen. So from episode to episode, you don't know how it's going to end. So that's why I'm excited for this.
Yeah. So I guess it's not finished. So this is a Screen Rant from a few days ago. That AMC paused filming on Interview with the Vampire season 2 after the strike begun. The actors cannot work on the series during the strike, while the Writers Guild strike slowed things down. Since no writing, no rewriting, or ad-libbing, or even ad-libbing could take place. Wow, I didn't know. Yeah. So they're not done. I was wondering this yet
because it's being filmed in New Orleans. So if it was overseas, that's different because each one of the actors are from overseas.
Yeah, he goes, this is also an interesting spot for Interview with the Vampire season 2, since it is being filmed outside the United States, the international cast.
It's now international. I forgot they went to Europe now.
Yeah. They're not in
It's the writers though. But it's the writers. I don't think it's the acting. It's the writers.
I'm assuming these writers or these actors are probably still part of the union. The SAG-AFTRA. Well, the big ones are. I can see them. Maybe some of the other ones that.
I mean, because these two, what else have they done?
He's been in other stuff
for the United States.
Yeah.
Aren't they? One's stuff. British and the other one is Australian, and they're not that big.
But I would assume him. Bailey Bass was for sure.
Bailey Bass definitely. Yes, I have a question. Yeah.
I just
welcome to our
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just so good. Like I don't want to spoil stuff, man, because know what's coming. I mean, they kind of do it up here. The whole theater stage stuff.
Exactly.
Oh man, I remember watching.
It's so awesome because
I feel like I shouldn't be watching this. It's so violent and so messed up, and in the movie it was like naked, it was like as they're killing people. I was like, oh, what the?
They said it's exactly real, but it's not real, but it is real.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, this the actor stuff real quick. The strike, the production studios are not even coming to the table anymore. They're like, no. So they said a while ago that they're gonna wait until the writers and the actors pretty much starve to death. They're like, we're gonna wait till you can't afford a house, you can't afford your bills, you can't feed your family, and then once you have no money left, then you come crawling back to us and take the crumbs we give you. That's so messed up. That is beyond messed up. And just to even say it out loud, one thing it's messed up to think about it, and you're saying it out loud because you just know that you're like, and what are you gonna do about it? It's such a power move that's so arrogant and cocky, and it's disgusting.
The question is, are they right?
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. What are you gonna do? You're gonna not do it? And I mean, a lot of these writers anyway are working other jobs, which is crazy. Like the writer for The Bear, which The Bear's won awards and is considered a great show on TV.
As long as you don't say comedy, it's not a comedy.
It's not a comedy. No, it's not. I haven't seen season 2, though. It is not a comedy. There's funny parts, but it is not a comedy. But the writer of it, he's got paid nothing, and he's he works a lot of other jobs. I forgot who else they said. Another big writer. She drives Uber on the side. Drives Uber and works at a restaurant or something like that to make ends meet.
It's messed up, but that's the truth. And if you live in California, you got to do something.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, rent is $2,000 a month. Like $2,000 is a lot of money for rent.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of these bigger actors are getting called upon to help out because the big actors do it.
You saw what The Rock did.
Exactly. 7 figures. They didn't say how much. They just said 7 figures. So
it was the biggest donation ever by anyone.
Yeah, which is awesome because already people are praising him, and I guess a lot of other actors did a lot of money too. So it goes into the pot, and then the pot is kind of split up between the people who apply for it, and if you're part of the union, it helps you kind of get by. So but that money, that millions of dollars is going to help out thousands of people. Or not thousands, but hundreds, because there's only 1,600. I think in the
guild, but still,
and I think
someone gives millions of dollars. With all these actors have as much money as they do, for him to step up and do that, come on, man.
Yeah, The Rock came through. I was like, man, that
smell. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's see, Mrs. Company's Let the Right One In is a vampire movie.
Yes.
Okay. It sounds familiar now.
Let the right one in. Yeah,
This
come on.
the right one is worse. She preys on kids to turn them into her servants.
You've never seen Let the Right One in?
Let me see.
I feel like you had. I mean, this would be the time where if Brandman was here,
I
he'd
know.
be like, yes, come on, man.
2008.
We talked about this. When does this come out? Yeah, 2008, because we were in Family Video talking about this. Let the Right One in, and it's something else. It's definitely something else.
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen this one.
It's one of those things.
It looks familiar. But
I'm gonna say this. I want you to watch this, and we should do a review on it because it's only 2 hours long, and you can see the Let the Right One in anywhere. You can see it on Amazon, probably. Yeah.
Well, I guess there is. There's Let the Right One in and Let Me In.
The one that Brandon is talking about, Davis is talking about, I think is Let the Right One In.
Yeah, because Let Me In is the inspiration behind Let the Right One In, the inspiration behind Let Me In.
Yeah.
Okay. So I might watch it. Check out both.
We should do that, and then we can do it in a type of review.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in like 15 years.
Since 2008.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably saw, because if it came out 2008, I probably saw a Family Video 2009. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it wherever it might be streaming at. There's a movie called Let the Wrong One In. Also, we need to do like I feel like we should do like a vampire week, like maybe like when Halloween rolls around, because Halloween's coming up soon. You know, and I don't want to have the same problem that we've been having where like, hey, it's October right now, let's record 15 videos. So we should maybe like start to prep it so we have
That's
videos
a
by
good
the time.
idea. Let's do a calendar so you and I could kind of figure this stuff out now.
Yeah, but I think that
give us ideas. Ideas what you want. You want a vampire week? We'll have a zombie
vampire week. That'd be nice, because vampire week, you think like Lost Boys, what we do in the shadows, Blackula, we could do. Like we could do a bunch of like cool ones, like the movie Blade. Like, ooh, I got the poster. They gave me a poster at the comic book store of the first issue of Blade, but like poster size. It looks sick.
They gave it to you?
Yeah, it was like they have like a section on the side, just like all free shit. Take whatever you want, and it's just like old posters, promotional stuff.
If I was there, they'll be like the Brian section.
Like these, they got for free.
Oh yeah, the cards. Yeah,
because of promotion. So, but yeah, Blade. Yeah, we could definitely do some cool, like Vampire Week, Zombie Week.
Zombie. You could do zombies forever. Come on.
Yeah, then we could do like classic horror, classic week of just like black and white, old school kind of.
I was gonna say,
man,
werewolf.
We need to write this.
Werewolf. We should do a werewolf week because we could do all type of stuff. Oh my goodness, werewolf movies. Yeah. Werewolf in Paris, werewolf in
London.
In London.
Werewolf in London, sick. Well, we did werewolf in London already. Or no, we did werewolf in
Paris. I think we did. Yeah,
I forgot which one we did. We did the first one. Yeah, I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I know a lot of people are like, what are you doing? Because I will forget. Zombie would be cool. Zombieland.
No, zombies is great. No, come on, zombies. There's 50 great zombie movies, and Zach loves zombies. Period. He loves zombie type of things.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. We should do like international, like week, just like horror from, because there's a bunch of shit from Japan, a bunch of shit like international, like Martyrs.
That's gonna be hard, but you still gotta get.
I know. I don't ever want to watch Martyrs ever again, but I will watch it again if we want to do like international week or something like that.
Like, I don't want to do this at all, but yeah.
I know you don't want to. Martyrs is your wife will. I'm already telling you right now, you would watch it by yourself, because you cannot watch it with the kids, because then that's just like decades of therapy, because that will scar them for life. And I'm pretty sure your wife would like no. Like,
no, she'll be out. Oh, yeah. She loves scary movies. I'm the one that doesn't.
Yeah.
She loves all the scary stuff.
Yeah. So stuff like that. Yeah. All right, let's go. Oh, sorry. Skipping on some of these things. Yeah, it's almost done, but strike happened. Yep. Basically a young vamp girl. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Oh, the remake had Chloe Grace Moretz in it. She's a great actress, I think. Their stuff is very dark if they do it. Y'all, it is.
It will
so
be
dark.
So crazy.
Just from that trailer looked like, yeah.
People's blood. They're like, oh, it's fake blood. No, it's not. Oh, that was such a good scene.
Well, that's been a long time since both. It was the worst is that they know they don't have a public persona, so they can be jerks to the writers and actors and could care less what the public thinks about it. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, like we don't care. It sucks.
But you're gonna come back here because you know what? No one's
you
gonna
have
talk
to.
about
Where's you gonna go? Where's you gonna go? And it's, I think A24 is still filming some movies because I think A24 supposedly, I don't know how true it is, but I heard they kind of like are giving the actors, writers what they want, but no one really cares because A24 is technically independent.
Exactly.
So
you're not part of this big thing anyway.
It's the big ones. It's Disney. It's Paramount. It's Viacom. It's these big MGM. So, but also A24, man, you can't knock what they're doing. Very nice with The Rock. There you go. Vampire Week is a great idea. I like that. Yep.
We're gonna do this. I mean, I think we have this. This makes perfect sense.
Renfield too. Renfield. Please do a Vampire Week. I'm in. All right. Spoiler fangs. There we go. I like that, man. Oh man. See, and that's the problem. Is like every year we there's different times of the year where we're like Black History Month. They're like, we should start doing that in like December. So we're not rushing to get out an episode tomorrow, in February. Same thing with Halloween. Halloween, we always have these like cool ideas, but
no, the fact that we're coming out this with right now, this makes perfect sense. Let's do this.
I like spoiler fangs. I might steal that, Travis. Yes. Do a body horror week. Yeah, The Thing, 1982, 21, All From Beyond. Any Cronenberg. That's actually not bad.
That's a great idea. I mean, I'm glad you wrote this down because this is a very good idea. And then do a zombie week would be so good. Like, do you do werewolves or lichens? That'll be good. And then you can just do classic ones. Like we're gonna have Freddy Krueger. We got Halloween. Any of those type of things. Man,
yeah.
I feel like we have so much more though, because it's such a horror. Horror is such a great genre. I don't love it, but come on. But I don't mind like vampires. I don't mind lichens. I don't mind things I could punch my fist. I draw the line at ghost and hauntings and other
zombies you can punch. I mean,
I don't mind the zombie either. I'll mess the zombie up, man. That's cool. I'll be that dude in the comic book store. They just lock the doors, board up the windows, reading comic books, got food. I'll be up there at the top of the man. I'm good.
Like Night of the Living Dead, me and Will wind up watching a bunch of because we had this idea like the first October we made Spoiler Kings, and it was just too late because we figured it out like at the end of September. We're like, oh shit, we need to do this like now. And we did some, but we didn't do all, so we just did like a classic thing, which is what we usually do, is a classic horror stuff. But we did Night of the Living Dead, man. And that movie, it's so good. It's so good, man. Can we talk to me tomorrow? It's probably the best reviewed horror film this year. I want to see it. I cannot wait to see it. I might go by myself though.
It might be. See, I got so much to do in such a little bit of time.
But
when I go to Florida, there's gonna be like days where I have nothing to do. So yeah, I'm gonna probably watch all this stuff.
Is there? Yeah, there is AMC's down there.
Oh yeah.
Because when we went to Florida, we went to go see Super Mario Bros. And Dungeons and Dragons. Because so I could do the show from Florida. So they got that. Do the remakes like Sigler said, an original versus a remake. Yeah, I like that. Because then you can talk about 2 films in one and compare the two and stuff like that. I like that. Because there's a lot of like remakes, even like The Ring, stuff like that.
Oh no, Markland, what he's going to say? Nope, we're not doing it. I am not going to watch Exorcist. Nope, I don't miss
that new one.
Nope,
that new one. Yeah,
nope.
The new Exorcist trailer dropped this
week. I was
week,
watching the trailer and I was like,
scary.
yeah, this is why I don't watch things. And so lights came back on and I was like, yeah, this is exactly why I don't do these things. No, demons, I don't do these things. No.
The Exorcist Believer trailer.
If we have to watch that, I'm closed. My eyes closed. I'm watching like
I can't
this.
watch it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not doing it. Whatever. I mean, I'll watch it for you guys, but I'm not going to go see the movie. I'll tell you that much. All right, we're in an hour in. We need to talk about this stuff.
We'll see. I know. Morbius 2, the Morbining. Just do Morbius week. If zombies are slow, sure, but if they would, World War Z type, I'll do toast. 28 days.
I know
later,
it'd be like Zombieland. As long as it's like Zombieland, you know, The Last of Us.
Yeah.
It's not zombies, but it's like that type of stuff.
I know how to
I'm
finish
just
up
reminding you. Yeah, just reminding you. That's all I'm saying.
So, if you're cool with it, we should finish off the night with announcing the giveaways.
I love that.
We'll announce the giveaways live. I can cut it up, put it out there, and we'll do the 3 main prizes that we're doing and stuff like that. So if you're watching live and you want to see what we're gonna do in the giveaway, probably when we'll do the giveaway when you come back. You know, so you're not out of town when that happens.
Hey,
so that gives like a solid week.
I was telling them I might put a green screen on. You won't even know I'm going, guys. Only because I'm sweating. I'm like, I don't know. It was 100 degrees today in Chicago, so whatever.
Yeah, I know. In Florida, it'd be Milton. What is it?
It's a new Exorcist? Yes, it is. It's a new one.
I want to see it. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it. Zach Attacks did a trailer review on it. I was like, oh. So I don't know, we'll see. Some of the evil zombies might not be as classified as zombies. That's true. But then they start getting like morphed into like these weird things.
What's the Omega Man, or what's the one that the remake with Will Smith?
What's
it called? The one because they're doing a second one with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. Holy crap.
I don't know why I'm blanking on what it's called.
I Am Legend.
Like, I Am Legend. It's like I have the movie upstairs right now. But
that's a great movie. Yeah.
Let's
watch that now. Yeah, Ryan. I was like, who kidnaps little girls and puts demons in them?
Yeah. Like,
I was like, hell
no.
Nope. I need to download. I had my soundboard's been messing up, but I had that soundbite. Hell no.
Hell no.
The original scared the shit out of me as a kid. The Exorcist?
As a kid, as an adult. No, you know what it was? I loved horror movies. And then I was in college and we went and saw The Exorcist and they went back into that underground church and all the crosses started turning upside down. That's lost me. And I had to drive home. I don't know if you understand how U of I is, but they like I lived out in the boondocks, right?
Yeah.
So everything I saw scarecrows. I was freaking the hell out. And then Jeepers Creepers 2 came out the next. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm I'm not watching another scary movie because if I can't punch you and you could come get me, I have no win. There's no way to win.
That's when you win that rule.
That's a win. That's exactly what it came. I was like, nope, I'm done. I have to be able to punch it. I'm less scared of werewolves and vampires than I am of ghosts and demons.
Yeah. That's funny. That's so funny. It's like you would think it all scares you. No, it's categories. Like, yes and no's.
As long as I can fight it. Yeah. I feel like if you give me a fighting chance, hey, if I lose, I lose. Whatever. It's kind of like Friday. Because we have these, this is all you need. John Witherspoon, this is all you need. You win some, you lose some.
You're not fighting Debo, man. You're fighting like a vampire. Same thing. Vampire Debo.
Everybody come on. I tuck my chain away. I'll be quiet. He'd be like, "Shut up." I'll be quiet. When the vampire leaves, I'll be talking again. It's all right.
Oh man, I Am Legend. I remember watching
Omega Man as a kid. Yeah, that was I Am Legend. Was good. Omega Man is great.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious on how the I Am Legend 2 is going to be supposed to work with.
So they're going to do from the alternate ending.
Yeah, that's what I thought, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's coming from the alternate ending. It's not from the original theatrical one.
Yeah, and I thought the alternate ending was way better.
It's smarter.
I'm like, whoever decided not to use that, I'm like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
so you want to cut off your nose to spite your face. Like you don't want to have an opportunity to do anything else. Yeah. It's so much better. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do one of these days. We'll show like the ending of it or something, so everyone knows where we're coming from.
Yeah. The Garden Shears scene in Exorcist 3 stuck with me.
Nope.
Yeah. Exorcist, Werewolf in London, and I still can't watch the library scene from Ghostbusters. Get it. That's the best, man. That scene was best. Come running out all like,
get her. Yeah, nope.
Turns around, screams, and freaks out, and they all turn around and run. The music's playing. Ghostbusters is awesome.
A Poltergeist. Oh.
Poltergeist. Yeah. You can never like it.
Nope.
Yeah. Anytime you get the snow on the
exactly
stuff on TV,
I just throw. It's like you heard turning. No, I'm just throwing. I throw like objects at the TV.
Throw the remote. I never forget Jeepers Creepers, and the two main characters are driving, and you see the creeper truck accelerate behind them.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, so I lived in I don't know where it was.
Oh, that's right.
I ran Tool. It's right next to U of I. So I lived, I'm telling you, in the boondocks. So I left class or left because I played football, guys. So, I'll leave campus late at night and had to drive. And it's like, when I'm telling you, it's nothing but farmland and nothingness. That's where you had to go to before you got to the all these apartment complexes. And I'm telling you, me and my best friend Marvin is like 6'8". He might be like 400 pounds. And we were driving and we were scared to shit. And we were like, man, if this car stops right here, I told him, like, man, I love you. But if we're running and one of these things are chasing us, I'm going to trip the hell out of you. I'm going to beat your ass. And then I'm running off. It's just sacrifice your best friend immediately. You're done.
That's funny. I can't even imagine you two guys like just like freaking out about like ghosts and shit in the middle of cornfield driving.
Because you can't win. A person I'm okay with. An animal, I'd rather have a lion right in my face than a ghost. Just me. That's just what it is.
They have to do either the alternate ending or reveal that Will Smith became one of the creatures. That would be cool. And
no, but they already said it's the alternate ending from the movie theater, from the DVD, the Blu-ray.
I always feel bad for Justin Long character in Jeepers Creepers. I usually feel bad for Justin Long's character in almost
everything he does.
Movie. Tusk was that was a crazy ass movie, and then it was again poor Justin Long. He always gets messed up.
Hey, Brandon got to be my guy right there. If you could do that, if you could do that, I'm right there. Man.
He's got the supernatural Winchester collection. Opens it up. It's like salt, holy water. Got that.
Oh man, I got the ID tags. I've been thinking about it. I got salt. Put a shotgun, salt. You're good to go. I have salt in my garage right now just because of that stuff.
Well,
I don't even know if it was real, but whatever. Got some iron. Always within
iron
reach.
The Grudge and The Ring. Yeah.
You can't be coming through the TV. That's not fair.
Anything with TV is always like freaking me out. It's like Poltergeist, anything with the TV and stuff like that where it just starts freaking you out.
Anything with little girls.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Because you can go from cute to absolute scary, like in a heartbeat.
Air come up in it. Oh no, bro. I'm punching the hell out of you. I'm doing a Mortal Kombat through the road, through the roof.
I ain't afraid of ghosts. Hey, Ghostbuster over here. Jeepers Creepers franchise got in progressive. Oh, it's gotten so bad.
Yes.
The one on Hulu it is terrible. Is
You're
good.
being nice.
Oh yeah,
You're being too nice. Terrible.
Trash. Are you just going to kill me because I said? Yep. To be freaking out about the ghost day. Driving on the road sounds like a movie. It does.
It's not just any two people. It's like you're gonna see like literally we were like the two. He's like the biggest human on U of I's campus, right? And then me, I'm not a small dude, and we're driving down the road trying to get home, and like all the lights are out. There's no lights on the road. I'm like, dude, and all we're seeing little things on top of little houses, and I'm like, man. In the daytime, it probably is there like a weather vane, but it's like a gargoyle. I see the gargoyle. I'm like, that's Jeepers Creepers coming after us right now. This is it. This is where
faster.
I remember the first time we did it, and then we were driving home. His car had no power steering, so
oh my god,
we were like turning together, like we're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna make it. It was so bad. It's an old tempo.
Oh my god, I had one of those. Oh my god, you two guys in a Ford Tempo? Jeez. Oh man, no wonder the car couldn't go any faster, man. Like that thing is super
put
tiny.
Your foot out. Put your foot out. Let's go.
He starts rocking it to get it more speed. Oh man, that is a tiny car, man. That's funny. Just always manipulate and turn into something effed up. Always. Yeah. Pretty house people were living underneath.
Skarsgård was in it.
I remember that one.
Skarsgård, they're scary already. Just
they're in everything. It was Skarsgård. Like he needs to get away from a ghost in the ring. Yeah, there's no escaping the ghost in the Grudge. They're always following you across continent.
Hey, there's no escaping the ghost from Haunted Mansion. Go see that, guys.
Ooh. Wait. I love a Dream Warriors.
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Centering on people consumed by Creeper having to fight him internally using the body parts he took from the what? That's funny.
I wouldn't be fighting anymore. I'd be like, it's over. You already won. You took my body part. Whatever.
Barbarian.
You can have it.
Barbarian. Yeah, that's a new one that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, why does that sound so familiar? It's like, yeah. I like Barbarian.
Yeah, you guys did. That was like right when I came on because you guys were talking about that specific movie.
I don't think we did a review though. There was always some issue with it. Halloween Horror Nights at Universal was such a fun experience. Like those chainsaw guys chasing scary are so creepy. That's what
we're planning on doing. That's what
you're gonna do Horror Nights?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna try. I told by the time I go, it's gonna be October. So
yeah. Horror Nights is a lot of fun. Like I have a 10-month-old, so I can't take him to Horror Night. Not yet. when he's about 5,
we want to get like a babysitter. There's no way.
Yeah,
they'll be sleeping on top of my face like forever. Like
I know it's my son because we went to Costco on Wednesday and they already have Halloween stuff out. They have a 10-foot like witch, right? And with the eyes, the LED eyes, so they look real. And you walk by, it has a sensor, it starts talking and moving and stuff. And I stopped right in front of it with my son in the
cart.
In the cart. He looks up and he starts laughing and smiling and laughing. I was like,
oh man, that means you're training him well.
Yep. He's gonna go on Haunted Mansion and start just laughing. I'm like, yes.
He's gonna be afraid of like the Small World though.
I mean, everyone is. Who isn't? Just, every time I bring up the Small World, like either my girlfriend or my sister is like, "I am the Lizard Queen" from Simpsons.
Yes,
she drinks the water from the Duff World. It's a Small World.
Oh my god.
All right, man. I think I'm gonna have to go through these just real quick.
Real quick, yeah.
Did you have to eat something? Like, was it when when you like, oh, you want the power here? Take all of it. It's like Kim Kardashian. It's like it blows up. It's too much.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah. One of the dumbest, nicest protagonists in a horror film. Yeah, I go with them. Yeah. Book drops, I'm running.
That's smart. Hey, you know how to stay alive and things. You see 3 black people run, you better run too.
You start.
You got 1, 2. That's why I'm always ready, just in case. You see 3, it's over.
Yeah.
Whatever's coming after you, it's not good.
We grew up in the city, so it's like once some people start running, you don't even know why. You just start running.
I want just start bouncing. Like, all right, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yo, if I hear a lot strange sound right now, I'm not going to the corner and checking out. I'm leaving.
Scream upstairs, get out now. You're in the car, all ready to go.
Exactly. Hey guys, I'm calling. I'm not even trying to save them. Like, guys, you probably should leave. Just letting you know.
Yeah. He already done the block. All right, let's do this Exorcist trailer, and then we got to get into the movie and the TV show for sure.
All right, let's do it.
I don't know,
because They Cloned Tyrone was so good. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll start with that one. We'll save Secret Invasion towards the end because I don't think anybody watched that.
Exactly.
Obviously, no one.
If you did, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just great, and then it just like fell off a cliff, just straight down. All right. Let me pull this up real quick. All right.
Ready?
Yeah. Got it?
Yep, I got it right now.
All right. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Curry. We're Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to check out The Exorcist Believer, the official trailer.
You guys know I don't do scary movies.
I was like, you've been waiting for this one, right?
Yeah, like,
yeah. So I haven't seen it yet. Let's watch it and then we'll talk about it. All right. Let me know if you can hear it. Right.
It's about to happen. A belt. Let me go get my belt. I want kids to do something like that, boy. I'm gonna jump out. You touch it. You touch the glass. I'm gonna get my belt. Whip you back. Man, boy, this is why I don't do these things, man. I'm gonna look at my girls. I'm gonna give them a kiss goodnight tonight. I'm like,
well, you gonna watch them until you like close the door. You're like,
don't let one of them sit up. I'm like, time to leave the house, guys.
Oh, what the heck, man!
I'm gonna wake my wife up and say, it's time to go. Let's go.
What about the kids? They're gone. Leave them.
We can have two more. We have 2 new ones. Just leave them. It's too late. It's too late for them.
Man, that. Whew, I don't even know what to think about. That just looked. That looked good. It looked messed up because it was 2 of them this time. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Oh, I know. Nope, it ain't happening.
So you don't want to do possession week for Halloween? We already do vampire.
It'll be Brian's a ghost week. Like this is gonna be like the screen. No one's gonna be sitting in the chairs. It's gonna be sitting there. And every so often I'll push it and see it go in a circle.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That looks good, man. I think that looks really, really good. You know, the church scene was a little goofy. I don't know if it was the makeup or what, but
dude, I would have tackled the hell out of that little girl.
Yeah, right.
Like
she like cut her head up here, or I don't know. It just, but you hear the demon voice in there too.
You ever see the Office linebacker?
Yeah.
I would have got up and I would have hit her so hard. I would pop the hips up. Make sure in perfect form. You gonna mess up my church?
Well, like that's pretty scary looking.
What is wrong?
Carve that in your head.
Who gave you something sharp enough for you don't play with knives? What's wrong with you?
This is the eyes and the mouth. It's like, man. Whew. All right, let's see what let's see what some of you guys said about this, because jeez. All right, hold on. Where we at? Barbarian taught me never to help people in horror situations. You're like, I'm done. Later.
That's 100% me. Like, You fell down. Let me help you. Nope. I won't stomp on your fingers so you can stay down there. Keep on going.
Let's see. Or you said Tony Winner, Leslie Odom Jr.
Yep, Leslie Odom Jr. Yep.
You just know there's going to be a parody of the trailer with JB Smooth as the dad.
What, bro?
That's why he's gonna grab the belt.
Exactly. That's when you're gonna start wrapping around his hand. Like, oh, I'm gonna get you. Just watch out. Get that 1-inch belt. You know you get that whooping.
We got with that dark everything.
Dark
X
everything.
And there you go. What the F? Yeah.
And I know you might be possessed, but you better go out there and pick a switch. Bring it back to me. All right. That's what we're gonna do. These things.
All right, Brandon said, okay, so I thought this was going to be a remake, but this is a completely new story. I'll check it out, but it's not going to be as scary as the original. The original, nothing. Come on, nothing can touch the original.
The original, people. I literally watched the original. I thought I was going to pee on myself. So like,
that was last week. The original it's got to be the most scary, if not, it's definitely up there in like the top.
The
3.
Omen is, I think, the Omen is the scariest thing.
Omen is up there too. But I would always say The Exorcist
because you can't fight a possession. Possession week. I'm telling you, I don't know what possesses you guys to think that I'm going to be here.
So we can do something like Constantine with Keanu Reeves. That's a possession movie.
Yeah,
you can do that too.
Let me know that week, guys.
So the first half of the trailer looks kind of generic and bad, but when it comes into its own towards the second half, yeah, because the first half you're like, okay, what's going on? It's kind of like, all right, 2 kids, whatever. But yeah, once they start talking and there's multiple voices, then
it wouldn't have got that far. I'm telling you, I agree with Markland right here.
I would love to see a period of the church scene of the black woman church outside. Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, I can see the pastor getting up and doing that tackle, and then the whole church like, oh no, and then they have a dance. They got sing. We're gonna shout the devil out of you today.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say like the church scene from They Cloned Tyrone.
Exactly.
That was awesome. Oh man.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah. And we got back out. That one's called you just salad, man.
Oh,
but Jamie Smooth, get in the Hasler.
Oh man,
looks way better than the Russell Crowe one.
I don't know the
Pope's Exorcist.
The Pope's Exorcist, yeah.
It was okay. It was not the greatest one, but it was good. Fun fact: the upside down cross isn't a demonic symbol.
It's messed up for me. You're probably right. It's just in my mind, I'm like, I don't need to see cross upside down. It scares the hell out of me.
Yeah, that's what carved in her head at the upside down cross. Yeah. I think it freaks enough people out because they're like, oh yeah, it's that.
Can you imagine like it being there and then all of a sudden just turns outside? No, man. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, if anything does that, if there's anything on the wall and it flips, like I'll be freaked out.
No, but let it be the cross. That's what.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And
then, it's not scary if the cross turns to the side.
Just halfway. It's only half evil. It doesn't know yet.
But if it goes all the way down, it's like, you lost me now.
Yeah. Then Dark said, got me effed up in this world. I ain't trying to die. I don't know. I know how every horror movie gets the black people dies first.
Only the stupid one dies at the beginning, but you're not gonna see a black person like die consistently because we're not gonna go check the sound. Leaving. That's it.
Bye. Yeah, I doubt it would ever come close to Scares the original, but I will check it out. Yeah. That looks good. Is it like a sequel almost then?
I don't know if it's a sequel, but it just seems more like a different story. Well, this is a sequel because there's the
she said like,
mother.
I remember you, Mom.
Yeah, the mother. Yeah.
if it's the same demon or whatever. If that little girl comes towards me, I'm gonna kick that girl through the uprights.
Yep. Exactly.
I was just like, if you get scared like that, how's your not first reaction just like bam, just like punch you like, oh man, sorry. Like
it's so funny you said that because if I was brushing my teeth and the power went out and I turned around, my dog was right under me, I would be like, what? Didn't Dad tell you not to do that?
Just reaction.
You don't make I don't want to choke you, baby, but you came out of nowhere. It's my fault.
You gotta make some noise.
Let's fix you. Let's find your eye. Let's pick that up.
Oh man, I'm in the minority who thinks the original Exorcist isn't scary. It's really the third film, however, is horrifying and awesome. I think the first. I gotta remember. I don't know.
Exorcist number 1 is scary, but Exorcist 3 is awful. It's an awful movie. Man, it's so scary.
Awful for you, but
yeah, it's so scary. Like I've never, boy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The original. I mean, especially for you also got to put it for the time too, where like those movies weren't being made not like that. Scary was like a crappy Dracula with face paint.
But the Omen, you gotta understand, the Omen, people were dying on set.
Yeah, then the Exorcist too, right? A bunch of people
two people died during the Exorcist original.
Yeah,
like no, I don't need to be in a movie that people are dying for real in real life. No,
yeah, it's like curse and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, if you got to think like at the time, people weren't making movies like that, and so it was to me. I don't know, it's so scary. I watched it as a kid. I'm like, why you let me watch that? And Zach Attacks. There we go.
What's up, Zach? Hey, Zach, we're talking about doing an all zombie week. I know you're a zombie. You're a zombie fan. We could do an all zombie.
Is he gonna just join the Spoiler Kings for the month of October?
For the month of October, it's gonna be Zach as the extra one. He's gonna be the fourth screen right there.
Yeah. The church scene from the Blues Brothers. That's where James Brown exercises the Miles Dyson.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh man.
Was it Peter was crucified and he wanted his cross to be turned upside down because he thought it wasn't worthy enough to be like, over time it became a symbol.
That is 100% correct. You're right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But
but it kind of thinks it's still opposite of Jesus. So you think about that. So I can understand why you're saying,
I want to say that I think like the upside down cross was more of a Hollywood thing, and I'm sorry, Hollywood's wrong about a lot of things. So,
it's still scary. So that's
why it's like it knows what triggers people and like what could be visualized as like scary or whatever they want it, and something like that. Like but yep.
I ain't punching. I'm kicking. I'm not a big weapon. I'm not a big weapon person, but like no, that's when you get a gun. I'll get a crossbow. Like I'm shooting you with a crossbow. Like, hey, that's your daughter, man. You should probably take care of that.
Yeah,
she take one more step. Crossbow.
Just imagine you and Walking Dead. It's like no one gets close. Like oh, we're peaceful. I don't know.
Nope, too close, man.
Stay over there. Oh yeah. Enough Hereditary for all the uneasy moments in that film. Hereditary was so good. Best black character in modern horror is the little kid in Halloween 2018. Was it?
I was stabbed bases. He's like, oh shit, I'm out.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I'm like, wait, what character? I forgot I did that. Yeah,
like, we ain't gonna stay. It's time to go.
He was I fudge up that little girl. Stop playing. Like, step off.
Let's turn on the lights and get a coast. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah. My favorite Exorcist too, Linda Blair had to go back home and face her literal demon. Yeah. That's why the first 3 Exorcists were all like for me like top notch, like messed up, man. They were crazy. Yeah, there you go. That's my month.
I know.
Yeah. Zombie.
So the plan is a vampire week. We'll do zombie week,
and then
we can do. I'll tell you, we can do a werewolf week.
Hey, we got other ideas. I was saying possession week.
I ain't doing possession. Possession week, I won't be here, guys. You can't fight demons. No, bro. No. The cameras go off, and guess what? I won't be here.
Yeah.
There's two things I don't do. I don't do demons, and I don't even say the name, but it's based in Chicago, and I don't know. I don't do it. I don't say that 3 times.
I think the cult lords put that in one of their last videos. They did. They put out 3 and they started laughing. And I meant to comment. I just didn't get a chance. So I was like, oh man, you just ruined Brian's day with that.
I said, nope. I think I told Dane. No, it was JR. I told JR, I was like, nah, bro. No. Don't do that. I know you too well. It's by association. You might come after me. Nope.
We live in the same city, so you
exactly
stop. Okay, get some bullets. You gotta get that. What is that? The salt powder.
I'm saying salt. Everything. Get the shotgun pellets and put the salt in, the rock salt in there.
Mm-hmm.
Tighten it back up. Yeah, I'm a huge Supernatural fan, so yeah, I know all about it. I know how to do it.
He's got the book. The Ninth Configuration, directed by a creator and writer, is very underrated. Proper sequel to Exorcist, centering on the astronaut who Reagan says is going to die in the space, going crazy. Well, I gotta check that one out. The Ninth Configuration.
I have no idea about. I'm not going to check it out either.
I'm writing it down. I like stuff like that. I don't know where the hell all my pens at. I'm writing with a damn marker. I hate it. Bro, just call the ghost facers.
Ghost facers. Yes.
That's awesome. As being told he's going to die in space, he loses faith in God, ending up in the military prison where psychiatrist tries to help him. Ooh.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I know. No best black character is Roger in Night of the Demons. That brother was determined to survive. As soon as he peeped the situation, he was trying to get out.
Yep, that's what you do. You know what you need to do? Run and don't trip. Keep the key high to knees, living, man. Guys, is high knees. Exactly. Pick your feet up.
Yep.
We ain't tripping today. It ain't happening.
Mm-hmm. Cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate everyone in the comments talking about this. Thanks for Brandon Davis for reminding me this came out because I wanted to see it. I know Brian was like,
"Thank you,
man."
I
was trying to avoid it. That looks good. That looks good. I'm probably gonna see it. It comes out in October, which is the perfect time for an Exorcist movie to come out. Perfect time. Whenever they do scary movies and they don't come out in October, then you don't think that's a good enough movie.
You either do it in October or you do it early, so it comes on DVD in October.
Yeah, yeah. But this is I think it's gonna do pretty good. The music, just the music alone, gets the goosebumps.
I was like, oh,
yeah. Yeah. But cool, man. Appreciate everyone in the live chat. Thank you guys. If you're watching on replay, thank you for clicking on the video. Thanks for checking us out. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna be doing a big giveaway soon now that we hit 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and join us for that coming up soon. But thanks everyone in chat for hanging out with us with this one. But we are gonna move on to our next topic. So stick around and we're gonna do it. Oh man, I forgot about that trailer.
I wish you forgot all the way.
It's a Universal trailer, so.
Oh yeah, I know it came up.
Huh?
It definitely came up
already.
Yeah.
Damn. I was like, already. Yeah. So, but what I've been doing is live. So if you try to watch our replays on live and a trailer is removed, it's because it got claimed.
Yeah.
So I have to remove it to at least not be claimed on the live. But I usually cut it up and put it as its own video anyway. And granted, we won't make any money on that video, but it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. A couple pennies is not worth not having a good time.
Exactly. What I mean? This is a fun thing. This is why not.
Yeah.
Since we having fun, let's talk about They Cloned Tyrone. Come on.
Yes. I was hoping Brandon would be here, man. What happened to him? He fell asleep. I don't blame him. All right. Yeah, let's talk about They Cloned Tyrone. All right, we'll jump right into it. All right, welcome to Sporter Kings. My name is St. Cranware, Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to review the brand new Netflix movie, They Cloned Tyrone. Man,
dude, this is a banger. I mean, it had Jamie Foxx,
Yeah.
John Boyega, Teyonah Paris.
yes,
I was enjoying all of it. David Allen Greer was in it. I was like, David Allen Greer, what?
See who is he?
He was
the preacher.
Priest. Yeah, he's the preacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland. Which I'm
Yep.
like, it took me a while. I'm like, is that him? I'm not sure. Is that him? And then I'm like, okay, that is.
Every time I see him, I think 24. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian Tyree was in this thing too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, come on, you guys. It was so many people that I saw and knew. I just thought this was so interesting and so entertaining.
Yeah. It had a really good cast and super funny, serious stuff. So yeah, we're going to get into our ratings at the end. Some of the good stuff, some of the bad stuff. But before we get into that, Brian, you got a little breakdown?
Yes, it's very quick. A series of eerie events thrust an unlikely trio into the trail of a nefarious government conspiracy. That's it.
That is like the one sentence to sum it up perfectly. Yeah, so we'll get into some of the good stuff first. So what you got for some good stuff?
Dude, it was hilarious. First off, but it was hilarious in a serious way. And I enjoyed the scenes when I seen John Boyega, especially at the beginning, and understanding where he's coming from. And the number one thing I that stuck with me was his mother. That mother scene, and I knew immediately when he was knocking on the door, and she said, "I'm watching my stories," and he never went back in. He never tried to go inside, and we never saw her. And I was like, "That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna come up." Jamie Foxx has so many one-liners in this movie.
He was amazing. Yeah.
I was so happy it came out, and then he had his little thing that he did. His reaction, tell everyone I'm okay and all that stuff. I was so happy because it was okay to laugh at it. It was like he gave us permission to laugh at what was going on. John Boyega does a good American guy. For being British, he did a good job with that. But Teyonah Paris, I enjoyed her. I'm like, is that Photon? It's like, but the government conspiracy idea was so well done, and that's something that happens, talked about in the Black community a lot. So when you have it and it's actually happening, and it gave me kind of like thoughts of Black Dynamite. Not Black Dynamite. I'm sorry. What's the Black Lightning? Black Lightning. Because they did experiments on the town, and that kind of brought me back to that, and it just was so good. I enjoyed the journey it took me on. What about you? What you got for the goods?
Man, Jamie Foxx was just perfect. He was just funny because like he's goofy. He says all that like stereotypical like pimp things. Like all that. He's like what? Like right off the bat when you first meet him, he goes, "Oh, I won the 1995 Pimp of the Year." I was like,
for the Players Ball. He had the one pinky.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. He was really, really good in it. It's man, like but yeah, John Boyega, like it took me a second to realize like that is him because he had the hair, that was all like messy, and then the grill, which just that throws off the look of your face because now you got something in your teeth, so and
the scruffiness on the side,
the scruffiness, and he was just like, and he was so good. And then there's some parts he plays multiple parts. Yeah. And I was like, man, but he played the drug dealer part like really well. But then what was that? How do you pronounce him? Tiana? No. Teyonah Paris?
Teyonah.
Teyonah, right? Teyonah Paris as Yo-Yo. She was great. She was like this because the whole like in the beginning when you first meet her and Slick Charles, which is Jamie Foxx's character, the pimp in the hoe, like it was very like stereotypical kind of thing and stuff like that. But then she becomes something different. Completely. So does Slick a little bit, but still stays himself.
Not more than her.
Tom or
And
her.
it was so cool because then we go back to our house, her grandma's house, and you see
Yeah.
all the awards and how smart she
Yeah.
was and how she just got caught up in the wrong thing. And then
Yep.
the government official said something like about you're nothing. You're just a hoe.
Yeah.
And really she was the only reason all this got started up. Everything was because of her. You know, and I just thought that was pretty good too. But the writing was so good. If we're talking about goods, that writing.
Yeah, the writing, the idea behind it, because like it does. There's a government conspiracy, but it also plays on other like government, conspiracies that are kind of being unearthed now of like, introducing drugs into black neighborhoods, stuff like that, where that plays a big part in it, for, why, was it, what's the, there is no Tyrone in this character. I'm like, wait, is it, because the whole time I'm thinking his name is Tyrone. It's like,
not to the end.
Oh yeah. What was his name? Fontaine. Like he how he was important, even Slick Charles was important, but yet
because they're bad people and it kept the machine going. They create these characters and it keep the machine going and keeping people in their place.
And that was great. And then it gets the very like stereotypical the blaxploitation, where like they're eating the chicken and they're all like laughing and going crazy and stuff, and then but it switches, it's like then they find out that's part of the problem, and then they lose
the things that they chose: chicken, the grape juice, the perm
stuff. Yeah,
it's like, oh my goodness.
They went as like, it is racist because those stereotypes are racist. But it's like a stereotype that like everyone, I don't know, like knows, like, and they was like
the black church. So you gonna give me at the black church? You gonna take the blood of Jesus? You gonna take that, man? Evil. That's evil.
So, but David I agree was the preacher, and that was like funny because he was like, well, he kept saying something like it don't matter, like or like saying something, but then he gets into the part where he's like at the end when like before they get all into like the they all start dancing and he's like, oh, it doesn't matter that little blah 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 whatever kid got shut down
murdered and shot,
blah, blah, like forget about it. I was like, damn. It was like, and then it cuts into like them like all like dancing and singing, and then Slick Charles was like, I haven't been in church in a while, but
this don't seem right. I don't know.
It was such a great between the three of them because Yo-Yo was the serious one, who was like scared, where like Fontaine was the also serious, but it was only focused on himself, and then Slick was just like
for the ride. He wanted to get out.
The whole time, until the very end, when he got involved in it, but he was like the comedy relief, but it was done in a sense, in a way that it made sense and it wasn't overly done because it was the character who he was. So you're like, oh yeah, like, being silly like that. So it was super funny, man. I enjoyed it because even like when he had his little crisis and he's like, oh, I let the hose go to yoga or some shit. It's like, because it's like part of him realized like it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Like, so I'm gonna let them live because.
Or why am I continuing to push this thing that they're wanting me to do?
Yeah.
When he saw himself cloned, that's what totally changed. He was like, why am I doing this anymore? Like, what's this? I'm pushing their narrative instead of doing what I really want to do.
Yeah. Did they say Michael Jackson was the first experiment? And the song doesn't the movie start off with the Michael Jackson song? Oh no, they're listening to Michael Jackson when they get into the underground.
It is in the underground. Yeah.
Science lab and stuff like that. That's another thing.
Dude,
all
the white
guys
people with the that love black women. Oh my god.
Oh, that was hilarious, man. But then you realize, I don't want to get into too much spoilers, but then there's like a whole purpose behind it that makes it a little bit more like messed up in the end, and they tell you that, you're like, oh shit, I laughed at that, but it's still messed up, but it is still kind of funny. But yeah, that was so funny though. Oh man. Yeah.
So
what you have for?
Obviously, we enjoyed the movie. So, what do you have for bad though? You go.
Man. You want to go first?
Since I went last, you go. You're bad.
Man, I don't know if there's too much bad that I didn't like. I think the ending was a little rushed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like because it went from like the build up, and then it's just like then boom, and then it's like then the ending just happens like super quick. It wasn't a bad ending by any means, but it just went from a build up, and then it went from like 0 to 100 like super quick in that last 30 minutes or so, because it's about a 2-hour movie.
It's a 2-hour movie.
And it's a 2-hour movie, but because even like midway through the movie, you're like, oh shit, is this the end of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of felt like an ending in the middle, and then that's just kind of right when it gets started, like this other part of the movie gets, like the seriousness of it all kind of starts. And, but, it was more of a nitpick than anything, but it did feel a little rushed at the end, but nothing horrible. Nothing horrible where you're like, oh, that's it was just like, damn, I wanted a little bit more of the people taking back their town kind of thing, that happened so quick. Besides that, I can't think of anything else, because everything else, like all the stereotypes are obviously done on purpose. All the goofiness is done on purpose. So, but yeah, I would just say that part that I can think of right now.
Yeah. I just, I didn't like the whole idea that, the black women are only the hoes or the strippers. That's all you saw the entire thing. But that, once again, it's part of the movie, but just, I don't like seeing it, it just, even when you're joking, sometimes I feel like it puts down black women in a way that I don't prefer for it to be. Especially because when we find out that Yo-Yo was smart and had all these awards and all this stuff and still went down that road, and that she saying a black woman is not important, that you're nothing special, just something I did not like seeing, the guy, the main bad villain, saying those things, and that kind of hurt, and that that's probably my number one thing. The length of the movie was fine. I loved everything else that went with it. I know what type of movie it is, but I think that's the thing that really got me a little bit. But the comedy was good and it was smart. But that hurts me a little bit, and especially because I have, once again, I'm a guy with 2 little girls.
Yeah.
So when you don't have any positive thing or any power behind it, and that you always have to be used, and there's always someone pushing you down. And that's why I saw, no matter what, the women were always being pushed down. Yeah, I didn't necessarily like that.
Yeah, I definitely, I can see that. Yeah, it was definitely, that was the thing, because pretty much every woman in this was a prostitute or a stripper.
Yeah,
I mean, even well, no, you had the one teacher. When they go to the salon,
yeah,
there's a little bit, but that scene was so quick. That was like legit, like 2 minutes maybe. But I would say is like, because they take Yo-Yo and she's like that, but by the end of the movie, I want to say she's the hero of it all, because Fontaine and Slick gave up already. They're like, we're done. We don't want to deal with this.
She kept on coming to them, and they just kind of just said, "Oh, yeah, no, this is going to happen."
And it took her getting in trouble to get it. But even then, was she really in trouble? Because she planned it. She planned it so far ahead that she already knew they were going to try to mind control her. So she prevented that. And I'm like, damn, like, because that brought her up to like, she is the badass of the movie. You know what I mean?
She's the only one who's not a clone.
Yeah. Yeah. So
everyone else has died before, and all that stuff. And
like, are any women clones? Because all they showed was men. They only showed men, in all those pod things were all men. No,
there were some women. There were women in the pods.
At the club, at the strip club.
Yeah,
but that was more mind controlled, right?
But everyone was under mind control. So
yeah. So, but it was But Yo-Yo, for me, at the end, I'm like, oh, she's the hero of it. Fontaine is the focus of it, and Slick is just kind of the funny guy. But she's the real hero, how I saw it, because she was the badass. Which is awesome, because you realize she's funny, or not funny. I mean, she is funny, but she's smart, stuff like that. The whole grandma scene, like she's like, shut up, you don't make my grandma. That's it's so funny. You know,
dude. I mean, I gotta say that scene with Fontaine when he busted in for his mom. Boy, I mean, I saw it coming, but it hit me so hard. That was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I was like, I just want my mama, man. That's all I really want, my mama. I just need you to give me my mama
that was
back.
sad. That was sad. You know, and then it goes from that to like being reminded of his brother.
Yeah.
Right after that, I was like, oh man, he got hit with a bunch of emotions really quick.
But that's how you keep someone down. You make them feel like they're stuck. And you do these emotional things that happen to you when you're young growing up. And that's how you keep them mind control. And I think that was the big theme of the entire movie. So I enjoyed that part.
Yeah. Yeah. I was looking for my little handheld fan. I got one. I got a few of them. I was looking for because his the buddy, his like friend, what was that, Brian Teree?
Yeah.
Was that him? Because he was a lot heavier than he usually is. So I wondered, was he wearing a prosthetic?
No, that's just him.
Yeah, I know he's a big guy, but he's not.
He's
big,
winning.
right?
No, he's winning. So that's why he probably ate himself to
that. Yeah. You know, that the whole part is like, oh, you know what? You just need some water. But even when they're at the end of the movie, when he's in the car, he's in a car with no top on, and he still has his fan.
Hey, you don't know. It's tough being in the South, being the fat guy in the South. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah. I mean, there's really not that many bad things I can really think of where like it took me out or put me out or whatever. So yeah. But I could definitely see like bringing down like women. I mean, he flat out tells her you're worthless and
you're worthless, exactly. And the fact that I did that, they really think that.
Yeah,
you know, the powers that be really think that women are worthless, and I thought that was just I hate seeing that.
Yeah, you're not even worth cloning. Like you're not even worth to be part of this. Yeah. You know, but in the end, she proved them wrong because she was the best out of all of them.
She's the only one who's not a clone. She's the only one that's worth it. So yeah.
All right, let's get into some of these comments real quick, and then we'll do our ratings.
Okay.
Oh wait, I already got that one. There we go. Man, They Cloned Tyrone is a great parody with so many subtle layers. Who would have thought a drug dealer, a hoe, and a pimp would bring enlightenment to the black community? Yeah.
And they all came together. Even the rival drug dealer. He was like, yeah, we all come together. We figured this out against the man.
Yeah. I thought was great. Like the whole and he's practicing the lines in the car. he goes, oh, that's Denzel. He goes, Train Day or Book of Eli? He goes, Book of Eli. Run it again.
Oh yeah, do it
again. That's why there was so and that's again, that was like a subtle like funny thing because if you know like Denzel, then you know those movies and you know both of them were great, but one's a lot better than the other.
He's like, it's not gangster enough, guys. We got
yeah. So I thought that was so funny. It was so funny. They were even saying Michael Jackson's first experiment. Yeah. The simulation scenes in the cars were hilarious. Which one? Oh, was that in the beginning? I'm trying to remember the simulation scenes in the cars.
I don't know. So I'm thinking about more. The funny thing I thought was the fact that even after he got shot, after Fontaine got shot, then he was walking down the street, and then the black trucks kept on pulling up and everything. Oh man, I thought that was hilarious. And then because he was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought that was cool. That was cool.
Even subtle things where at the end, you know, where you had the fake, the new version of Fontaine, and then you had the homeless guy. He goes, "Oh, smell like new car." I was like, "Damn!"
It was so funny
because it makes sense. It's a new clone. I was like, "Yeah."
Other little things when you saw that other people that they kept on, other people kept them being taken away, and they're too smart for the situation, so they just chained them up and they put them in a padded room. Yeah. So we had to get rid of the 10% because they're too smart to fall for this simulation.
Yeah. That was I mean, it was done really, really well. Even what I was gonna say. Yeah. It was done super. Oh, what was it? Straight is was it right is straight or what was that line he kept saying?
I know what you're talking about.
Straight is right or what the hell? Because even then, like towards the end, I'm like, oh wait, is this?
Oh, the fake sex scene. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the cars where they were like trying to hide everything. And that was super funny. Like she's fake, doing things and they're talking, but she's doing the motion. He was like, oh, he wants 20. He wants those. Like, I was like,
saying we gotta do this, guys.
That was fun. Like, but again, it makes sense because they have to like fit in, but they know they need to do it, but then they're faking it. And even the girls were in on it. They're like, like passing messages. So it was good.
It was a very smart. It was very good satire. I thought the hood was so good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as I said, it gave me Black Lightning type of things, especially like the season 2. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Good season. Mark Lynn said, I was like, she's not a clone like Fontaine to them. Yeah, it made her different. It made her to them worthless, but she was the best. Like
the person that was worth the thought.
Yeah,
that had a brain.
One they should have worried about.
That wasn't just going to be the one who's going to follow the script. Because even then, Fontaine got beat down. Just too much for me. I can't do any of this stuff. Everyone else, kind of went away. She was the only one to say, "I'm going to push it." No, we have to get this going.
The Nancy Drew stuff was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
What would she do?
To be fair, a farmer, a terrorist, 2 drug traffickers, and Black Jeff Bezos brought enlightenment to the galaxy far, far away.
Oh.
What was that? You talking about Star Wars? The farmer, the terrorist, 2 drug traffickers.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, think about
Black
it.
Jeff Bezos, is that supposed to be Lando?
Lando.
Black Jeff Bezos. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's get into our ratings real quick. Where we at? All right. Oh, you actually need that one. There we go. All right, so here at Spoiler Kings, we do things nice and easy, and now later never. Now means you got to go watch it right now before it gets ruined or spoiled for you. Later means you can watch it whenever you get a chance to, no big deal. And never means just skip it. It's not worth your time. I already know what you're giving it, but what you're giving it.
The satire, the blaxploitation, the idea of taking all the negative things that in the Black community and show that it was the man who put these things in. It was so smart. It was so well done. It was hilarious. Jamie Foxx gets five thumbs up. I mean, everything was so well done. I love this. This is a super now. Like, I want you guys to go and enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Same. Now this was so great. It starts off very kind of goofy on purpose, very stereotypical, and then it starts turning into like a sci-fi kind of thriller, and then it becomes a whole nother thing. Especially the end of it all, like how everything got started.
In fact, that it was doing it in every other city.
Yeah,
how many
Chicago,
cities
LA.
they're doing?
Yeah,
that's who Tyrone is, guys.
You
don't know what I'm talking about? Watch the movie.
Yeah, so definitely watch the movie. I think it has a good ending, because a lot of times these movies like these could have bad endings and kind of spoils everything leading up to it. But the ending was really well done. So it was smart. This movie was very, very smart and very funny. And great actors, like all the way around. From the bad guys to the good guys to the goofy guys. Great,
because John Boyega is all of them.
Yeah, he really is.
He literally did the Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
He played all the characters, the bad, the good, everything in between. So that really makes it even better. John Boyega, you need to be a superstar. I can't wait for you to get that role that makes you into a superstar.
Yeah. Yeah. He is going to be like that leading man, that superstar where it's like, oh, we wrote this movie because we wanted John Boyega to be the role. We wrote it for you, kind of thing, Exactly. So yeah, it's coming soon, because he's good. He's good.
He's great. So yeah.
Yeah. So definitely now loved it. One last thing that I liked at the end that was like pretty funny was the end with the news reporting on the street kind of stuff. That was so stupid, especially being from like, I don't know if maybe it's just Chicago or if it's maybe every big city where like as soon as there's a news camera that pops on,
everyone lose their damn mind.
Oh yeah, which is it's so funny, but it did remind me of like a lot of things that you see on TV a lot. You know, you go to like a Bears game, you know, after like a playoff win or something. They did a Blackhawks. They did a lot too. Yeah,
in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought that was because they went from super serious and then they did that and they got back to like the funny and you kind of like left like,
and then you got
like
the understanding of why they called the movie what they called it. So.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have the Rotten Tomatoes meter?
Yeah. It's got it. Hopefully this is good, right? All right, what we got? Oh, yeah. Holy crap! So They Cloned Tyrone. Yeah, the tomato meter, which is the critics. There's been 100 critics that watch this one. 93%. That's really good. That's really good. The audience. The only bad problem is there's not enough verified ratings on it. But that's at 100%. The only problem it says as of right now, there's less than 50 verified ratings.
Yeah.
You know, and I get why it might be harder to do because you can't show a movie ticket to be considered verified. But you know, it is what it is. What is the all audience? All audience. All audience has 500% or 500 ratings at 83%.
That's still pretty good. That's still
pretty good. You know, because I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of dum-dums, you know, saying stupid shit about it, but you know, yeah. But even like all critics as a 93, top critics is still 92. Yeah. So you know, the critics have said this is good. This movie, I don't hear enough people talking about it.
And that's why we need to go out. I gotta give props to our guy Zach. He did a watch along. That was really cool. Was it yesterday? Yeah. Oh, it was 2 days ago. It was Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Tuesday.
So I was watching, you know, if you guys see Zach Attacks, go check out his review. He did a watch along. He got the timing with it so you can listen to him while you're watching it. It was very cool and seeing what other people's reaction. It's like seeing it in the theater, hearing what people are thinking about it too. So if you get a chance, check that out. My boy Zach Attacks.
Yep. Yeah. So go check him out. There's his comment. That's his channel name down there. So go check out Zach Attacks. He's definitely a big friend of the channel. But yeah. More people need to talk about this movie because this movie is really good. Really, really good. You know, whether you love like just goofiness, whether you love like sci-fi, because this is a big sci-fi. You know, so yeah.
Check it out. You will enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad that we're actually able to talk about it. So I just want to hear what other people are thinking about it. So go watch it and then tell us what you think.
Yep. So leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. If you're watching on replay, appreciate you guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, lets YouTube know we're doing some good stuff over here. But leave a comment, and if you want to check us out live, and you can tell us live what you think about some of these stuff, then join us every Monday and Thursday when we do our TV movie breakdowns and reviews, all that good stuff. So make sure you join us live, and you too could be part of the show. But that's it for the They Cloned Tyrone review. Appreciate everyone in chat hanging out. Stick around if you're live. We are going to talk about another topic. Ooh. I really don't want to talk about this.
I know. It's like you got to go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah. Ooh, Zach Attack did his Goodfellas review.
He did?
Oh, shot. Also, I was gonna I think I left a message on his Twitter where I was like, did you watch the Goodfellas because of Brandon? Hey, what's up, man?
Sorry, I'm that late.
It's all good, man.
Oh, you're good. We just unfortunately just talked about They Cloned Tyrone.
Dang.
We just did. We tried to wait, man. We tried. So.
Well, yeah, I know I was later than intended, was out and about, so I do apologize for that.
That's all good.
Hey, it's okay because you came in right in time for Secret Invasion.
So I did not miss Secret Invasion.
No, you did right for Secret Invasion. We were waiting, so yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah, we were watched a couple trailers and what else we do? Yeah, and then They Cloned Tyrone. So we were kind of dragging on Secret Invasion a little bit, but it's to that point where we're like, all right, we got to talk about it.
Was that all for me?
You tried, man. You're important.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was out well, I'll tell you guys about it later. But yeah.
But cool. Yeah, man, no worries, man. You know, life happens.
You're here.
Stuff happens.
Let's go ahead and do Secret Invasion episode 6. Let's do it right now.
Okay.
So I figured we'll talk about the episode at first, and then we'll do our rating for the entire season.
Sounds good.
How's that sound?
There's no need to do a rating for the episode. Trust me.
Yeah, no. But we'll do the entire season as a whole, which I think is more important. But that's what we usually do anyway.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it going. Oh, hey, did I miss any comments? No, I think we're all good.
We're totally caught up.
Yeah, cool. All right, welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Corinne. We're Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we're going to talk about Secret Invasion Episode 6, the finale. Right off the bat, what you guys think?
Am I going first?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
For me personally, it didn't quite stick the landing. The finale felt out of place for me.
Mm-hmm.
The way they ended things, like it didn't quite mesh as well for me with the rest of the season, which had like a very kind of grounded. We've talked about a multitude of times, that grounded kind of political thriller, like kind of more realistic in contrast to the rest of the MCU vibe. It just kind of felt like they went with that route out of obligation because they're fearing that everyone expects like a grandiose CG heavy battle. It felt really out of place. I would have settled for something a little more grounded, in tune with the rest of the series. It wasn't doing it for me. It felt rushed. We could have had 2 more episodes. It failed its entire potential to me.
Yeah. Okay. What you got, Brian?
All right, so I was waiting for this unbelievable twist, or they're talking to somebody, or a great battle scene, and where Samuel Jackson he's stalling, and then we're gonna have Gaia come out of nowhere, like only got seen 4 brothers when Marky Mark was walking across the whole lake trying to get there. Yeah. We're trying to get to that point or something like that. None of that stuff happened, and I was like, what the hell? This is so stupid. I was very upset because I thought if they really stuck this ending, this could have been a brilliant show. And it was so bad that this is now one of my bottom 4. Like it takes the whole ranking and just drops it so much. And I did
bad, huh?
This episode made me so upset and then I always thought we were going to get a 52 minute episode, 31, 32 minutes. I was like, what the hell? Why did you do that? And we got nothing out of it.
Why?
It makes no sense.
Why would you do that?
It doesn't make. It's like they almost wanted to hurt yourself. Now, here's another thing. Little things like Rhodey needing help to walk. Where they didn't explain when he was taken. There's so many things that are left unanswered. They didn't show everyone who was walking out of that complex. I mean, there's just so many things that are left open ended. I just didn't like it. I did like the whole idea with Priscilla, and Samuel Jackson and their character. I thought that was pretty smart and cool. But besides that, even the final battle was terrible.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, so we finally had 2 Super Skrulls, and you give me 6 minutes of it of just like Gaia wins. What?
And you know what? Even that just kind of felt out of place with, and that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I was getting at. Like even that Super Skrull versus Super Skrull showdown just felt so out of place for me. With along when you look at the rest of the series, you know, we could have. I'm almost inclined to say we could have waited, um, as far as the Super Skrulls go.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
I would have been fine with waiting to see more, like the Super Skrulls in their full glory, or a Super Skrull in the Marvels or Fantastic Four down the line. It just kind of felt, you know, like Marvel and Feige were saying, oh, like people expect a big showdown, so let's get the people what they want, rather than just bringing the narrative that they were building up full circle. It just fell out of place with the rest of the series for me.
Yeah, somebody I forgot who, but somebody I was watching, they were talking about that was it didn't look too bad. You know, it looked a little silly, but also if you're gonna stick it to the comic book, it is kind of silly where one arm's something and the other arm is something else and your face is something else. Like that's how it is in the comic. So I didn't mind that part as much, and I think the CGI was good enough where I didn't like, oh, that looked bad, because it didn't look bad. But
I thought the CG was fine.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Somebody I watched though said that whole event felt unearned. Like, because it was going from everything was grounded in super spy and espionage and this and that. Then it went to like, oh, giant super scroll fight. It was like, wait, what? Like, it felt
very obligated.
Yeah, like they needed to, and it should have been saved for a movie. Leave Gravik alone. Let him become a movie bad guy where you could really dive deep into him being bad. And then find a way to take him out. You know, whether it be somebody else become a super Skrull or something like that.
It fell under that Marvel curse where a lot of the villains are treated as one-offs in narratives, and I was hoping we would move. Hello, El.
What's up, El? We already had your House of Nerd show shout out. So every time I see you, first thing I think is House of Nerd show. So yeah.
We had all three of them in the house today. So
I know.
Yeah, I was hoping we were moving away from that, because that always has been a problem with Marvel, treating a lot of villains as one-offs and not letting them reach their full potential. There was room for Gravik. We could have seen more of him down the line. It didn't need to stop here.
More than that, I feel like the whole show was set up, and even what Samuel Jackson said, you know, everything that about me was given between my two ears and given to me by a single black mother, you know, who set all this stuff up. And then we didn't get anything super intelligent, super awesome about him at all.
There wasn't enough payoff.
And there was no payoff at all for him. So for a show that's all
about, fellas, I'll be right back.
There, go ahead.
Yeah.
For a show that's supposed to be all about him, nothing came out of it. So I'm sitting there waiting for it, and we got nothing. And I was so very disappointed.
Yeah, I was hoping to get like, oh, we're gonna get old Nick Fury back, or or something like, or even a better version of Nick Fury. And he was the same Nick Fury, kind of a little less rusty that he was in the beginning of the show.
No, because that wasn't even him. He had a couple good shots, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the way it ended. Who put it here? Sorry, wrong that one. The injustice of Gravik is insane. I thought they would have passed that Marvel villain problem. So that's what Brandon was saying, and the same thing was like. Even the way, like the motivation for Gravik, I thought was silly. Even like, me and my girlfriend watched it, and it was like Gravik was like, "Oh, you made me kill people, and I feel like shit for it, and this is why I wear that face." I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy." And then he turns around, and that's why I have to kill every human. I was like, "What?" like
slow down, right?
Yeah, like you went from like, "Oh, I feel sad because you made me kill," to, "Well, now I'm gonna kill y'all." I was like, "Because of you, because you're gonna make me do it." I was like. That it seemed like he had a good reason to be the bad guy, and I enjoyed it. He's like, you promised us and you didn't deliver. You're using us like we're just tools, we're pawns. Great. That's a great motivation for a young like person that's got trained by like, the greatest spy ever now. And then and then feels betrayed. So I'm like, build on top of that. But instead they went kind of, I felt like the cheaper route where like, you made me do bad stuff. So now I got to do even more bad stuff, to make you like, I was like, and
yeah. And, for me, like that's not enough. We're at a point in the MCU where a lot of them, like there's enough, kind of widespread wiggle room, for villain motivation to go with something so generic. Just
no, I mean I hated even more parts, even the whole part with the president. So Talos sacrificed his life to save the president, and then the president turns around and says all these guys are bad. Fuck
and goes like just full on, like,
you're not
like he was radicalizing
stupid.
the public.
You're that stupid, and then you almost didn't. They saved everything, like because of one bad scroll. You're gonna go ahead and say all of them. We're gonna radicalize the entire public. You made the world a worse place. It shows how bad humans really were. Like Nick Fury to walk away was right.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I thought of it in the end. I was like, Thanos was right. F all these guys.
Like, it just felt like it just felt like they scrunched up too much into the wrap up. There was enough room for, and even if you want to, if you want to end this at 6 episodes, fine. But there was enough room, like you could have left loose ends
episode
and like enter this into other movies or other series, stuff like that.
Exactly. It didn't tie anything in. It didn't give us anything for the Marvels, really. There's nothing good that came out of this. And I'm not happy.
It felt like it was very self-contained, but it was forcefully self-contained.
Yeah. And that's the thing I don't get is like you're making your own show that you're putting on your own service, like your own streaming service. Why are you limiting yourself to just 6 episodes? Like, make them an hour long. Make 10 episodes. It's just, it's so frustrating. I was like, why are you doing this? Like, you don't.
At this point in time, you have a loyal enough fan base.
Yeah, and I think, I think if this show would have had a great ending, it would have shut up all the naysayers. All the people are like, oh, see, Marvel sucks now. Marvel sucks, but then they do this, and even people who like Marvel are like angry at it, and I'm like, because it just felt like it was building up to something good, and then it just. But even the whole point where Nick Fury.
I also thought Guy and Sonya. Oh my god, I thought that was.
What are they gonna do?
So stupid.
Yeah,
I was like, so we're gonna do it, but we're not gonna have any emotion into it. What?
Yeah. But even like, Nick Fury, where he was like. He's like, oh, I don't want to call any of the Avengers because this is my home, and if I got to take care of it, and blah 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 blah.
But he didn't even take care of it.
Yeah, and then he has.
And the thing is, even though I was fine with them deviating from the original Secret Invasion storyline, it would have been the sensible thing to at least include a few Avengers or a few like characters from the greater MCU. If you're talking about that widespread. Like that catastrophic an event. It just kind of seemed like they really sabotaged themselves.
What I thought of with the whole thing with maybe he called Captain America, Sam, because he's once again not a superhero. Like there's so many things that they could have done. Tying other future projects in. You have no COVID restrictions. You could have did anything with this to make this an epic final episode, and they did none of it. And I was just disheartened.
I think they started shooting this after COVID restrictions, so things were back to normal. So they have no excuse.
Exactly.
Yeah. But even like
it could have been so cool. Like it could have been so amazing, especially with the people that were involved. It just it never reached its entire potential. And I was hoping
the whole thing with the Kree and it just was kind of off. like the scrolls and the Kree, like, oh, they want to get to they want to talk with peace talks.
Yeah,
just seemed like it was off. That was off putting.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was like, what so you knew that the whole fucking time, Nick Fury?
You couldn't tell Talos that? It was like that would have been helpful, like 5 episodes ago. It's like and that's why it's like you're mad at Talos for keeping the secret of like bringing more scrolls into the planet, but you could have easily told him, like, you know what, we're in peace talks. I was like, oh, okay,
Talos, let's fix this graphic thing.
We have
something. We have a plan. We're gonna talk with this stuff. We're gonna have 2 places that you guys could choose, and you guys, the young people, could choose a planet with them, and the older ones are gonna be able to stay here or any of that stuff. We're gonna figure it out for you. None of that happened. I was like, man, this is so bad. I don't understand.
Yeah. It reminded me of the whole ending part of The Simpsons, where it was like when Poochie just leaves, like that's exactly what it was like, oh, where are you gonna go? Like she came to him and she goes, oh, where are you gonna go? He's like, oh, well, this whole time we had a plan, blah 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 blah, and and then he just like floats up into space. I was like what? And I was like, you had this information and you didn't do anything important with it until the end, where you tell your wife, like what? It was just like the whole thing with the wife could have been solved. It was like, hey, you know what? I love you so much that I am finding you a home. That's why I was gone for so long. Blah blah blah. Like what? Like being a spy doesn't mean you just keep secrets from everybody. You know what I mean? It's like picking and choosing and using those secrets. Like that's what makes a spy, at least in movies and shit. So it was like that was stupid.
What made this series great was the dialogue, right?
Yes.
The dialogue, back and forth, the character moments.
The thoughts
really
pushed the narrative. Like this is what it was. It was so smartly well done. The character's development was so good. We're going to get back to Nick Fury. Nick Fury is going to use his brain to figure out this whole thing. And we got none of it in the finale. So you really even hurt yourself for what you said you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot what it was supposed to be about.
Yeah.
They just didn't stick the landing. They
didn't just not stick the landing. They literally did 4 flips and fell flat on their face.
Yeah, the payoff. There was no payoff. They failed with it.
Yeah, there's no payoff. No payoff. And even like, so now they already said Armor Wars is not going to be a show. It's going to be a movie. Cool. I'm all for that. But now, if you didn't watch this show, you might not know what's going on with Rhodey in the movie. So it's like,
well, I still don't know what's going on with Rhodey in the movie.
Yeah, because now they have to tell you when was the last time Rhodey was Rhodey.
Yeah, because they're going to have to couple Rhodey's trauma with the premise, which is Tony Stark's armor falling into the wrong hands. They're already saying Justin Hammer is going to be in Armor Wars.
Yeah,
like
awesome.
I kind of feel like Armor Wars without Tony Stark is a bad idea.
But just this show was supposed to set up the future. These 3 shows, they're supposed to all happen,
and they failed.
It
didn't do it
for the Marvels. It didn't do anything for Captain America, and did nothing for Armor Wars. Nothing for all 3, and you had time to do it, and you didn't.
This was their chance to kind of set up that next wave of, and they just didn't.
It was bad. They should go back. You never when you turn in your homework or you do a test and it fails and the teacher says, you know what, go back, go study, here's the book. Let's do an open book test. I want you to redo it in the morning. I want Marvel. I want you to redo it again. Give me a chance. I'm going open book test. Look at all the responses. I've never seen an episode be that low. Like have you guys looked at the Rotten Tomatoes for one episode? This is the worst reviewed episode ever. I cannot believe what I saw. They did so bad. Even the people that were totally on board. I can't wait to talk on Chaos and tell them, like, guys, we were wrong. It was awful. The whole thing was awful. Training good, and then just went.
So this actually went down. Well, it's only got nine reviews this episode, 11%. It was at 13 earlier, but it's got 9 reviews, so it's not like the most ever. But that's 11%. You know, but I mean, it's not just Rotten Tomatoes. It's everyone on the internet. You know, like Zach Millen. He was. I asked him if he couldn't join us today. I wanted him to come on because he was liking the show like us. You know, liking the show, really excited to see it every week like we were. And then, you know, he did not like the finale too. You know, so I go watch his review. You know, I'll put it up here somewhere. But yeah, you know, he was just like, yeah, it doesn't pay anything off. It doesn't say anything up. And unless you know what's going on with the Captain America movie where you're going to get a new president, but how are you going to explain that now? It's like, oh, this president, you know, decided to, you know, put up you don't like that person? Well, shoot him and see if they're a Skrull. It was like, that's the world.
Vigilantes all throughout the entire Earth. And I mean, now it's almost like the whole Red Hulk thing was going to be like like you're gonna have this stupid president now. So it's like, well, you already ruined a president, so we'll just give you a war zone.
Yeah,
we're gonna make Earth a war zone with all these vigilante guys now.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end, you're making Gravik win. I mean, they could. I mean, I don't know. Would it save the show if you find out in the Captain America movie that the president was a Skrull? You know, like somehow, I don't know how they say it. And he still has the plan that Gravik wanted to do.
Could you imagine even if they did all these things and I was unhappy, and then at the end of the show, they say, you know, we get to Mr. President, Nick Fury hangs up the phone, and the president changes his face back to a Skrull. That would have been smarter. At least it would have been intelligent.
Yeah.
Nothing about this episode was intelligent, and I was very disappointed.
No, it was very by the numbers and just generic. Like you could predict what would happen before it did. And I hate saying that because this is Secret Invasion we're talking about. This should have been like full of twists and turns and constantly kept us guessing, and you know, with what was going on. And they took the easy way out, which I'm really disappointed with.
Of all the things I've heard, you know, what do you think the next episode is going to be? This was the worst. Like, we had at some points in time, I think we had 9 or 10 people on the show talking about what you think might happen. And of all the people, all the things I heard, this was the worst example of what could have been.
Yeah, on the Chaos Central.
Yeah,
you know, everyone's saying like, oh, how it's going to end, what their theory was, and everyone had good ideas. Like, I would have taken anybody's idea on that panel. And then they give us this, you know, and a lot of people are getting upset that like, was it Gaia is now like this like all powerful person?
Yeah, she's a super Skrull.
Yeah, you know, but I'm like, I kind of knew that was gonna happen.
I saw that coming.
You know, I'm not upset about that because you can figure how to fix that later. You know, it's whatever. You know, and she's also a great character, not quite good, not quite bad, but she does the right thing usually. So you know, I'm like, you know, but
yeah, and I was curious to see where they were going to go with her character. You know, you hear rumors from all around the table, from her being Super Skrull to her being Abigail Brand from Marvel, and that's how they were going to like usher in more mutants, and you know, there were, you know,
they didn't save Nick Fury by letting her pretend to be, you know, what's her name?
Gaia?
No, being what's her name from the beginning?
Hill.
Yeah, for Hill. Let her come back and pretend to be her. That could have been something. So Nick Fury's reputation never got saved. The president could have been a Skrull, and Nick Fury could have shot him on camera when he was doing all this stuff, and then we find that out, and that's why we have a new president. That would have got us into the Captain America. That would have been fine. Someone could have came from the Marvels, could have been there. Any of these things could have happened, and
it would have been a great bridge into the Marvels.
Yeah,
like, we had no bridge at all. It's like hey, instead of having 3 bridges, let's just burn it all down and making no sense. And that's what we got.
Yeah, you could have Photon come in and save the day at the end, and then set up the Marvels. You know what I mean?
Photon would have made sense because the Marvels trailer shows them working together. And the newest trailer.
Yeah, and we haven't seen her full potential yet. We haven't seen her any potential besides a little bit in the Scarlet Witch show. WandaVision?
WandaVision.
It was like if you would have had her come in with the suit, being a badass, like, oh, I got you. I'll beat the shit out of Gravik for you. But not kill Gravik, but save him for something bigger later. But at least let the good guys win. Because then she's also human. Like she's not like a super powerful person. She's a shield person, a sword person. So it's like she is
pretty powerful now. But they could have done the same thing with Captain America with Sam Wilson coming and doing it.
Exactly.
If you would have did with Sam, all that stuff would have kind of made it better. And Gravik with Sam, we find out that the president did all this, and then at the end we find out he's a Skrull, and they kept Gravik alive. And there's some bad Skrulls and there's some good Skrulls, and we're gonna have that be what's going on going forward. And that's going to be the connecting tissue with all the rest of these things. So we're not going to give you bridges to everything, but at least if we have some connecting tissue, and it all makes sense now. And instead of it making sense, it made none. So that's why I'm disappointed. So I'm done. I'm done with talking about this stuff because it's not worth any more time.
You're not kidding. All right, let's get into some of the comments real quick. Let's see. Wrong, not that one. This one. Travis said, there's a movie called, sorry, wrong one too. I saw Secret Invasion. They that should have stayed secret. Yeah. Yep. And then Xavier said, I'm so upset with the ending because it was going so well. It was going so well. And then he also said, this should have been a great setup to the next project, like we've been saying. It said some writer thought, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? Yeah. Huge mess. Yeah. Like, it was like, because it's all about dialogue. We're like, okay, now we're going to have this crazy Super Skrull battle. It was like, no, man, save that for a movie.
Yeah. Subvert expectations, keep people wanting more. Tell your story and tell it correctly. Yeah. We didn't need like a CG heavy battle near the end. I would have been content with them continuing just the way they were continuing.
I didn't even mind that, but they could have done, if they're going to do that, at least give us the Gravik against Nick Fury. Nick Fury being the focus, because the entire show, Nick Fury was the focus, and then today they just said, "No, we're gonna let Guy do it." Bro, what? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
It was way out of left field.
Let Nick Fury use them, pull Gravik out, let Guy fight him. She subdues him. Let it be for that. Then the president sees it and says, okay, well, we do have good and bad. There's things that we could be doing. Or the president dies off. Or even we see Don Cheadle's character kill him. And something happens that they could have made this actually worth something.
Yeah.
And like all the death that we got, none of it mattered.
Yeah, that's where you killed off two great characters.
Yeah, all that stuff that happened. Maria Hill, with losing Talos, all that stuff. Everyone who died, none of it mattered, and it was just a huge mistake. It's like they just dropped a turd and said, "Here's the final finale."
And a lot of it doesn't make any sense. I was like, the last episode, you were just saved by a Skrull. And now because you're being manipulated, like, is it your ego? Or are you like, oh, I got taken advantage of. Screw you guys. Like, I don't know.
He was too stupid. He was so stupid. Like, I'm gonna be super stupid now. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Travis said the last episode felt like a bad Purge sequel with fight scenes that could have been passed as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't mind the fight as much. I mean, it would probably look better if they put a little bit more budget, as in like a movie, into it. But also, that's kind of how Marvel has been doing right now with the CGI. So, but it wasn't bad. It was
none that bothered me, except for the fact that it didn't have anything to do with Nick Fury.
Yeah.
The whole thing was supposed to be about Nick Fury, and then they made it nothing about Nick Fury.
Yep.
So he didn't use his brain at all.
Yeah, the thing he said, like all he had. Yeah.
He was the guest star of his own show at times.
At the end, yeah.
Mhm.
Trevor said the ending would have been more effective, I think, if it actually been Fury who confronts Gravik. Fury getting the powers of the people being brought together would have been a satisfying moment. I mean, something, man. Something.
And then giving it up or something like that.
Yeah.
And figuring out a way to give it up.
Yeah. Yeah. You can have that moment where Gravik says Fury should be dead from that. Fury saying, you don't do what I do for as long as I have without some alien blood in your veins. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say not even alien blood, super soldier serum or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because then you could have used another MCU show. You know, that would have came in nice. You know, I'll say the best parts of the show are the moments where characters tell stories about things that happened to them when they were younger. Yep, I often feel like the characters telling true stories. Yeah, like the dialogue, like the parts that had feeling and emotions behind it. You know, where they talk to each other and stuff like that. You know, the dinner scene with Gravik and Talos, great. The dinner scene with Rhodey and Nick Fury, great. You know, those weren't action. Those were just
Priscilla and Nick Fury.
Yeah, Priscilla and Nick Fury. Gaia
Priscilla
and
Gaia. Exactly. It's like,
you know,
and all that meant nothing.
Yeah. So, as much as I don't want to reveal Rhodey wasn't around in Endgame, there is a potential compelling story. Can you take ownership for the good deeds done in your name if you would have done them? It depends if that's when they get rid of Rhodey. You know, so there's somebody in our Chaos Central group where he was like, "Oh, see, I called it. He wasn't himself since Civil War," and I don't think that's the case. I think it was after Endgame. I think it was like, you know, something.
I know it's at the Endgame because now I knew it because in my mind, in Endgame he needed help with walking, right?
He had the artificial,
and then all of a sudden now he's just walking around like nothing happened. Time is not going to heal your spine.
Yeah. Well, I thought didn't what's his name put something in his spine? Didn't he? Like Tony Stark.
He needed
Stark gave him the apparatus.
Give him the apparatus on his legs, but didn't he like put something on his spinal cord, like some nanobite thing that did something? Because I remember.
No, even when he said because even when he was when they're battling Thanos and he was stuck under the ground and he had to say pineapple and got out.
Canopy.
He got out of the thing. He couldn't walk. His legs weren't working.
Yeah.
All that, you know, so that's why they carrying him out made sense again. So it was, it was after Endgame. Yeah. So all that, but they didn't explain any of those things. So it's just so much more of a waste.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. Neva Scroll wouldn't have the reason to do that. Yeah, just like, I'm gonna die. I don't care about you, so you die. Yep, that is true. I think Rhodey and others should have saved at the start of the episode. Real Rhodey being one of the ones to save the president, confronting Scroll Rhodey, asking questions only to the real one. That's what I thought they were gonna do. Like that scene in the hall of the hospital, that the real Rhodey was gonna come in somehow, like in a wheelchair or something.
That they used Gaia. Cool. So I thought Nick Fury was going to pull Gravik out, right? And have him out of there. You meet me at this location instead of me being there. And while Gravik's doing that, Gaia sneaks back in, saves all the people, pulls all of them out, and then Nick Fury uses his super brain to make Gravik do something stupid. And then he gives him that bullet, whatever. He even shoots it into him, and he finds out, or he gives it to him and says, "Okay, use it." He uses it on himself and finds out it has that boiling blood stuff that now takes all the stuff out of him. So now he no longer has the Super Scroll serum, and now he saves all the people. But he outthought him.
Yeah,
he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, because even when before you knew it was Gaia, when he's like, "Oh, here's the vial, now leave," I was like, "That's stupid." Like, what? I'm like, okay, at least it was Gaia that said that, but I thought that was.
Fury wouldn't say anything that stupid.
No, here's what you wanted, now leave. He's like, go somewhere else. I was like, what? So I mean, unless of course Skrull Rhodey values the lives of aliens over humans, makes sense. But I said, I don't think. I don't think it was Rhodey during Endgame.
It wasn't, because I mean, obviously he had problems with his legs, and then all of a sudden Dapper Ass no longer needed. He was just walking around with his cool. Like what? Okay, that's when you knew he was a Skrull. That was the big red flag.
Yeah, yeah. In Infinity War, he was wearing the leg braces things.
He was wearing the leg braces. You know, he had them ever since Civil War. You know, they make a direct line reference to it in Infinity War.
But they did it in Endgame because he came out of his thing as War Machine, and he said, "Okay, I can no longer run." He was crawling again, so like he couldn't do it. So it just didn't make any sense for him to be walking around and not for that to be something that you're tying up.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't catch on to that. But by the way, I'm sure Wakanda could have helped the real Rhodey out with that. By the way, but yeah, I didn't even, for whatever reason, I didn't even stop to think about that, and it was right in front of our faces.
Yeah,
the whole time.
But
that's how I knew he was saying. I said it, episode 3 is like, we know he's a Skrull. How do you know he's a Skrull? Because he's walking around.
Because he's walking. Like
you know what though? This was the Don Cheadle for the first time in the during his run in the MCU, like he really got to spread his wings acting wise. And he was one of my favorite things about Secret Invasion.
And then they ruined it with this stupid ass episode.
Yeah, just waste of actors.
Yeah,
waste of great actors putting in work. Sam Jackson was putting in work. Don Cheadle was putting in work. Ben Mendelsohn was giving it his all. Emilia Clarke, the actors deserved a lot more.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do these last 2 comments, and then we'll move on to our ratings. Travis said, if they were going to have that twist, have real Rhodey ask the fake one who his best friend is. The Skrull correcting him, who was your best friend? Yeah, that's funny. That's the reveal of how long it's been. That would have been cool. Like, who was? Yeah. Mantis was at Tony's funeral. Given how close to Tony Rhodey was, everyone hugged or touched him, and we see her powers affect girls. Yeah, she would have detected it was him. Yeah. He would have detected if it wasn't who he said he was. Yeah.
I just thought that Samuel Jackson should have been there. He should have drew Gravik out, and then Gaia should have saved the president, changing his heart. And then understanding that there's good Skrulls and bad Skrulls. Yeah. And she's the one who saves him from John Cheadle. And Samuel Jackson does all the saving with Gravik because he's the reason that Gravik became who he was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that would have been great.
It would have been smarter.
Yeah, definitely. It would have fit more with what they were going with the show.
Yeah. It's almost like another person did that. You know how they have different creators for each episode, and then they just said the finale. There's like, we're going to give you a different person for this.
Hey, here's a brand new, like Josh Whedon came in at the end.
That's a good one right there. Josh Whedon came in. It's like, hey, hold on. Let's put Josh Whedon in. Let him do the finale.
All right. But yeah, that's it for this episode. We're gonna do the entire season rating. That should be fairly quick since we got most of our anger out right now. Yeah, but if you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna finish off with the entire season ratings. But if you're watching live, appreciate you guys. Let us know what you think about episode 6. Did it hit? Did it miss? Let us know what you think about that. And then also, click on and see what we say about the entire season. But make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, lets YouTube know we're doing some good stuff. But that is it for episode 6, the finale breakdown. And let's go talk about the entire season as a whole. All right, let's do it. Okay. All right. So usually when the season is over, we break down our ratings for the whole season. So we do now, later, never. Now means you should probably watch it now. Later means whenever you get a chance, and never means just skip it. With that being said, what are you going to give Secret Invasion? I don't think this is going to be a season 2. So season 1, The only season. What are you giving that one, Brandon?
Oh no, this is totally a one-off. But
Yeah.
I really do have to say this is probably a later. It almost feels like they didn't. If there was any ambition with this in terms of like building up to the greater part of the universe,
Mhm.
they unfortunately failed. It could have been so much more. Like the premise was there, the actors were there, like it could have been amazing, but as it stands, the whole season was kind of going like this, and then the season finale was like that. So you can really probably stay away from this. It just seemed like they made it out of obligation, and even more so, the season finale just seemed like the obligatory CG heavy battle.
Mhm.
It could have been awesome.
Yeah.
But they didn't stick the landing, and it almost felt like they didn't have any ambition to stick the landing. So you could watch this later. It's nothing you have to get up and rush to watch.
Yeah.
This is a background noise show at best.
Yeah.
And the finale proved that.
Mm.
It could have been awesome. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I was gonna say disappointing is perfect.
I'm disappointed. You guys know I was excited for this shit.
Yeah. All of us we were so hyped last week. We're like, oh man, it's gonna be great.
Everyone was excited. I've been hyping this ever since they announced it back at the beginning of 2011. Like it could have been. Like I remember the like the Disney. I forgot the expo that they announced this show, but like I remember just being pumped, dude. Like this could have been cool. People involved in Mr. Robot were behind it. I was like, this is perfect. This is going to be one of the better new things to come out of the MCU, and it just wasn't.
All right. So
God damn it.
For me, I'm gonna go. So episode 1 through 5 wasn't now. Everything was good. They're promoting things, and then at the end of episode 5, they give us Nick Fury putting his patch on. We're gonna get Super Spy Nick Fury. He's gonna outthink Gravik because he cares more about Earth than anything. And episode 6 was so bad that I won't say episode 6 by itself is a never. I never need to see this again. I never want to see episode 6 again. I don't even want to talk about it again. So that gives me the entire thing as a whole later.
Yes, thank you.
You can watch it at any point in time, I guess. But you can just watch 6 by itself to understand how bad it was. Because 1 through 5 is going to give you some false sense of hope that this is going to be a very intelligent, smart thing, and then you're going to get episode 6. It's going to take your heart and snatch it out of your chest, and then show it to you and say all your hopes, your dreams, everything you had was right here, and we dropped it and stepped on it, and that's what we got, and it was awful.
Thank you.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give overall later because the episode 6 is a never. Mm-hmm. I almost wish I would have. I rather instead of watching episode 6, I would rather taken the TV off and thrown it out the window.
Get some sock puppets, make your own ending. Like this is the one that I believe in. So after this was over, the first thing I thought about was why does Emilia Clarke end up in shows that are great that just completely become trash at the end? Just completely trash at the end. I'm like, this is a great show, like she's a great actor, and then the ending happens. You're like, what? Like everything came out of nowhere, and it's like whatever. I'm sure a lot of people, the Game of Thrones people I'm talking about, it's like some people think it's like a good ending. It wasn't. I'm sorry. It just the same thing with like what both of you guys said. It's just it started off great, and it was like a slow burn, but enough burning where I was intrigued. I'm like, ooh, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, they're gonna set things up. They're gonna make Nick Fury again. He's gonna be the creator of the next Avengers or something. Like he's gotta figure things out and become the badass who he is. And then the last episode happens, and I wish I probably didn't see that. I mean, and it's not for the reasons why a lot of other people are saying it, because like John Campea, for example, like hated that Gaia became the Super Skrull. That's really kind of his biggest issue. I was like, nah, I didn't mind that. I think we all saw that coming too. You know, from like episode 4, 3.
Yeah, she already had the part in her. You know,
started getting some of the powers. Yeah, so I didn't mind that, but it was just it dumbed me. It was such a smart show that got dummied down for the last episode to the point where it was like it didn't feel right. Like all the stuff that happened didn't feel earned. It just felt out of place, you know. And Brandon said it perfectly. It was just disappointing, just super disappointing.
Isn't that why I messaged everyone? I watched it and I messaged it both these guys. I said, I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, yeah. It was very disappointing. Amelia Clark's Draxarm was a nightmare fuel put on them. I know there was going to be a perv art somewhere. but then that's also very comic booky, which, you know, it's like, be careful what you ask for. You're like, oh, I want it straight from the comic book. Well, there you go, man. There's one with a Groot arm on one side and a Drax arm on the other side as they're flying around with, you know, Miss Marvel powers. It was like,
but that didn't even mind. It's just it had nothing to do with Nick Fury. Then why did it have episode 1 through 5? What did you do? What was the point of him putting on?
Centric enough.
What was the point of him putting on the damn coat, the leather coat, and the eye patch, and then doing nothing?
Yeah,
and being the same dude that he was in episode 1. I literally feel like I want to say F you to the writers of episode 6. F you, Marvel, for dealing with that to me.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to leave you up and then I'm just going to drop you. Come on, man.
They led us to something that could be great. And 5 episodes were like, oh, this ending is going to prove to all these people that like MCU is still good. It's still good. It's still smart. You know, it's just a good story is what matters. You know what I mean? And we can figure out the rest. And you proved all of them right. That's the most disappointing part for me was you proved them right. Any money Sunday when we're on Chaos Central with Anzo and his guys, Nerd Man is gonna come in there and we're like, I told you guys, you're all stupid. I already know he's gonna come in and like,
we're gonna sit there like this.
I'm counting on it.
You was right. I should wear a T-shirt that says Thanos was right and so was Nerd Man.
Yeah.
T-Public probably makes them, by the way.
I know, right? Yeah. I am on the side of, you know, Thanos being right because I was like, I mean, and then all the stuff like they give her, you know, like the Thanos power. You know, I'm like, okay. And then I'm trying to think. I'm like, when did Thanos shed blood on Earth? But I guess when Thor stabbed him, or, you know, with the chest.
But that was on his planet, and Nick Fury wasn't there.
No, that was on Earth. That was in Wakanda.
Oh, wait, he
Infinity War. Yeah, because that's the only time he bled. You know,
he bled when they went to his planet and chopped off his head.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the other time. You know, but like we didn't even go through all of those because my favorite one was it said, you know, all the blood is like, oh, we have that, you have this, you have Drax, you know, and then it says Captain America. So I'm like, which one? Yeah, Steve Rogers makes sense. Would you give him Sam's blood? You know, it's like
it's just like type O.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, but yeah, it was disappointing. I think is the word of the day, man, for this one.
Yeah,
yeah, very, 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 very.
I wish we had an X right now, like X out and just put disappointed.
Yeah,
that's the title, guys. Title of this thing: disappointed.
Yeah.
God, it could have been so much more. It could have been amazing.
Yeah. That's what I was
let me stop. I know I'm just musing right now.
It is what it is.
It's frustrating because I remember sitting there after it was done and just sitting there. I was like, okay, yeah, and I like no words really.
Last thing I want to say is I literally took my remote control and fast forward to the end, thinking that there was going to be a post credit or something that's going to save the day, and gave me the ending Japanese stuff, and I was like, oh
yeah, they could have saved it with a post credit. Something tiny. Yeah,
I wish I had more thumbs. Give me 4 thumbs down.
God, it could have been so awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, so very, very upsetting, very disappointing. It felt like almost a waste of 6 weeks. In a sense, with a letdown like that at the end. But it is what it is. We'll see. Hopefully Marvels can do something good. So I think that's the next big project, right?
I have no hope for nothing.
I know. It's slowly starting to lose hope on everything. It's like, oh, man, I don't want to be one of those guys, but come on.
Me too. Me
You did
neither.
it. Marvel,
but
you did this.
It's kind of like they need to do something major to turn this around.
Mm-hmm.
They were there. They're on. It's literally they were on the 1 yard line and you threw an interception. They went the other way.
Yeah, and
Marvel,
part of me was appreciating like them getting a little more experimental and divisive, but when they're not sticking the landing and just
All right,
it's
now
kind of like how much slack can you cut them? And I was willing to cut them slack for a little bit because they've been around for so long, only to realize that I've been cutting them slack for the last 3 years.
Yeah. This is the point where you're like, shit, what was I just like, being super accepting to all the other stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll finish off with Travis's thoughts. He said the series felt like a way to get rid of all those loose plot threads from 4 years ago that they didn't feel like going back to. Yeah. I'll save the other question for after. We'll talk a little bit, but cool. We'll leave that there. That's our rating for the entire show of Secret Invasion on Disney Plus. 6 episodes and a lot of feelings. So, oh man, but that's it. But leave a comment if you're watching on replay. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the show. Was it good? Was it bad? Did you hate it from the start? Did you give it a chance? Do you feel like us, with this last episode being bad? But leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. All that good stuff that you know to do on YouTube. But if you're watching live, stick around. We are going to finish things up with that. And
so sad.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, damn, y'all still going. We're about to get off right now.
Yeah, what do you think this is, man?
I know, right? Who has the best Disney Plus villain so far? Graphic was good until the end. I liked his motivation.
Graphic was good. They could have done so much more. He could have been a mainstay.
Yeah.
We need more mainstays in the MCU.
Yeah. You're gonna run out of bad guys at this point.
That's the beauty of a comic cinematic universe. Like, you don't have to have everyone be one-offs. Like, they can stay around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Kang.
Is he? Well, I guess he would be the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of wiggle room for Kang, and if you think about it as a whole, he is a major, major threat.
Yeah. So I'm going to put ranking Kang, Wanda, and then Doctor Strange. He's the real villain here, guys.
All right, here I have it. So WandaVision, I guess Wanda was the bad guy.
That's what I said, Wanda.
Yeah, Wanda. Falcon Winter Soldier, the Flag Smashers, they kind of sucked. Loki, I guess it would was it Sylvie? What was her name?
Sylvie or He Who Remains.
They would kind of be the bad guys. Hawkeye. Who is Hawkeye? Oh, it was the Echo and Kingpin and stuff. Well,
yeah, Kingpin. Yeah, Kingpin.
It wasn't horrible. Moon Knight.
There's a lot of room with Kingpin moving forward.
Yeah.
I want to see him come face to face with Spider-Man, by the way.
So bad. Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
How dope would it be?
We saw it. Into the Spider-Verse.
Into Spider-Verse. Yeah, somebody at Comic-Con dressed it up as that version of Kingpin, where the big ass shoulder would look like Dana White with that little head walking around. It was awesome cosplay. And then we have Moon Knight. Who's the bad guy in Moon Knight? Oh, it was Kevin Bacon. Miss Marvel, the bad guy there.
Kevin Bacon?
Yeah. Not Kevin Bacon. Yeah. I was like, what was his name?
What is his name? Oh my god, I see it.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, yeah, Ethan Hawke, yeah.
Yeah. Which
I forgot his character's name.
Yeah. Arthur Harrow, whatever.
Yeah, Harrow.
He was like an old Moon Knight, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he wasn't that great of a bad guy. Miss Marvel had the mom friend who was really evil, but she wasn't
from
really evil. Yeah, the light dimension or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they were evil, but they weren't like evil. I don't know. It was whatever. And then She-Hulk, like
Feige.
right?
Kevin? Is it Kevin?
It was the bad guy there. Yeah. So but so upcoming we got Secret Invasion did happen. Loki season 2, Echo season 1, which I heard might get canceled altogether because it's just doing so bad. Ironheart, Agatha, Covenant of Chaos, Daredevil, and another What If.
Yeah, I have no investment in Agatha or Ironheart, to be honest.
I won't say the best villain is the zombies from What If.
Yeah.
Or I would say Ultron. He was probably the best.
Ultron's really good. Ultron was great
so far. Which is a person who.
Yeah, I'm waiting for What If season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in production right now. So, but yep, that's our rating, or that's that for that.
Oh, it's 12:35. It's time to go.
Yeah. We're having fun in the beginning of the show, man. We're scared Brian a little bit with the Exorcist trailer.
Oh my god! I said never again, guys.
Dude, if it's any consolation, it's from the writer-director of the last several Halloween movies, so it's going to be crap anyway, and not scary at all.
Oh, that's very.
It looks awesome.
It looks good, but also the trailers for the Halloween movies look good.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. If somebody comes,
I just saved you guys. I just saved you guys $25, $30.
All right, so this is the end of the show. Want to do the giveaway stuff?
Yeah. Let me grab everything. All right, hold on. Let me grab everything. Yeah, we got to record this real quick because we got to put this out.
Yep. Hey, so since Brandon is here, let's talk about recast T'Challa. No.
Yeah.
That
needed to be done from the beginning.
I brought him over to the dark side too, Brandon. So no.
No, they recast William Hurt. They didn't even wait for his corpse to go bad.
Like I could go on my little rant, but we'll save it for later. It's too late for that. It's like me saying Batman's not a superhero.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, they couldn't even recast it, and that's and like we've said in the past, that wouldn't have been any disrespect to Chadwick Boseman.
Well, he said it. He's like, "Hey, don't worry about it. Yeah. I should be recast."
But they recast William Hurt with a quickness.
Yeah, because Red Hulk is important.
Yeah,
because we can't do the MCU without
with an actor who's like 20 years older.
Yeah, he's even older. The recast stuff. Stop it. Make us go on. Also, although that video did pretty well on our channel, so
it's still 200 views right now.
Yeah, whenever we do recast it, we usually does pretty well. All right, let's do this. I think we can wing it. We don't need to practice anything.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, we'll start with the.
That's where I live. Wing it.
You got that movie, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Let's hit it.
Yep. All right. My name is St. Craven with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're here just to say thank you. Thank you, everybody. We hit 1,000, man, that big number.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and subscribing. That's amazing.
Guys, and you're always there for our live shows. You're there for everything. We appreciate you. So we wanted to give back to you as much as we can. So we kind of already said our one of our 3 prizes, but Tank, you want to kind of go through the rundown of it?
Yeah. So we'll do it all. So we're gonna do a big giveaway video live stream where we just kind of hang out. Hopefully we'll get some people on screen with us, a bunch of people in chat, and it's gonna be just a good time talking about everything. I don't think we're gonna have any topics that we usually do, so it's just gonna be just having fun and hanging out, which is gonna be a good time. But we're gonna give away 3 package kind of prizes. So we already did, like Brian said, we already announced one of the packages, and that's gonna be a bunch of Funko Pops. We got 4 right here. So
Batman, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Valkyrie.
Yep. And then also we got Spider on my neck. You know what I mean, man. And then also Miss Marvel before she became a mutant. So this might be worth something now. Well, we were or is this Captain Marvel? But yeah, it's gonna be Miss Marvel. So a bunch of Funko Pops. We got about 5 altogether. Maybe throw in one more. We'll see. But that's gonna be our toy Funko Pop package that you could win. And then our second one, which this is gonna be a new one. This is gonna be a fun one. We're gonna label this one our movie package. So, Brian, you want to show them what you got?
All right. So I have the complete first season of Last of Us on Blu-ray. So we will be giving this away. Along with what else? What do we have?
You got one more. So I don't have it with me right now, but I'm gonna put it here. We are gonna give away the Guardians of the Galaxy when that comes out. That comes out August 1st, so we're gonna be giving that away. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So,
and I'm also throwing in John Wick Chapter 4.
There you go.
Well, that's John Wick Chapter 4. We have Last of Us and the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Plus, you're gonna get a bunch of digital codes. These are a bunch of digital codes, so you can get your library all built up. You know, I don't know how many are in here, but you're gonna get we'll get you a bunch of those. You know, so that should be pretty fun. Oh, and also a $25 gift card to Fandango, so you can go to the movies and see a movie. So that's gonna be a big part of it. Bunch of Blu-ray packages, some digital codes, and you can go to the theaters. So that's gonna be the movie package that we're doing. All right. So with that, we have the big one that we've been waiting for. So we always talk about. We always talk about toys on the channel. We always talk about movies on the channel, and then we always talk about comic books on the channel. So Brian donated this to the thing, which I'm like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah." So we are going to be giving away a graded 9.2 Avengers King versus Immortus and the Vin. So yeah, it's graded, good to go. I'm trying to get it without the thing, with the light on it. Yeah, 9.2.
Awesome.
We're giving that away, and a bunch of other comic books and graphic novels that we got. You know, I got a bunch laying around. I know Brian's got a bunch laying around, and stuff like that. So it's gonna be our comic book giveaway, that package that we're gonna be doing.
So we got that one. I think we have a Green Lantern one. We have a couple of things that we're gonna throw all those things in there, and yeah, that will be our comic book one. So we have movies, we have comic books, and we have Funko Pops. So toys, movies, and this is what we do in comic books. This is what we do all the time. So thank you guys for helping us get to 1,000. I can't wait to give these things away. So how are we gonna do this?
Yeah. So
how are we gonna do this?
Yeah, that's the question, right? So we were kind of going back and forth on what we're gonna do, like first place, second place, third place. I think what we kind of came to the agreement of is we're gonna do a giveaway, probably a duck race. We'll see, but it's gonna be some kind of randomizer. You know, hopefully a fun one. And then the first person who wins can pick which of the 3 packages. So if you want to do that, you could pick that. And then the second winner can pick whatever's remaining of the 2 packages. And then the third winner will get the 3rd package. So we're getting 3 winners and each package is pretty awesome. So if you like Funkos, if you like comics, if you like going to the movies and staying home and watching some movies, we got all that for you guys. So I think it's gonna be pretty good. What should be the keyword? I'll let Brandon, what should be the keyword, the key phrase that somebody needs to comment down below to be entered to win?
Key phrase.
Yeah, the hashtag whatever.
Well, we're doing Secret Invasion tonight, so I think the only appropriate one is Skrull.
Okay.
Hashtag
I like that.
Scroll. Okay.
Hashtag scroll. So make sure you do hashtag scroll down below and you'll be entered to win. Also, you have to like this video and be a subscriber to the channel. So you have to have those 3 qualifications and then you can win any of all these goodies. So again, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then enter the key phrase hashtag scroll down in the comments. And then we will be doing the giveaway in a couple weeks. Brian's going on a little business trip. So once he comes back, probably that second week of August or so, we'll be doing a giveaway on a Thursday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, just thank you for all you guys, for everyone that always hangs out in the chat.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, this is like something I thought was going to take years, and it took a year and a half-ish with that. So, but yeah, appreciate everybody. Anything else, guys?
No, guys, just thank you. Thank you for getting us there. We're going to continue to grow, continue to put out more content, and we're going to cut this video, guys, and you'll be able to jump right on immediately. So we appreciate you guys, and thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys, and good luck.
Thanks, guys.
All right. So sorry, Cleves. I saw you put he's like, I'm ready to win this. Hashtag scrolls. So this is just our recording of it. We're gonna do an official video with just a giveaway and where everyone can cut. So this is actually gonna probably be cut from the live show. So no one can accidentally do it. We just figure anybody watching live, you get first peek at all the goodies. So
by the way, even though he did not comment on this, my loyal, loving father just sent me a text message saying congratulations.
Nice.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah. So anybody watching a little backstage kind of stuff, 1,000 is really big for YouTubers because that's when you can start making money.
Yeah.
So we hit all the other requirements, and then our last one that we needed was that 1,000 subscribers. So now we hit it. Now we're making the big bucks.
The big bucks come in.
We've already made $2. Like, yeah, about $2. We already made about $2. So let's go. So cool. But yeah, let's get out of here, guys. I'm tired.
Yeah. And we're gonna have this probably have this video up within a day or so. So
yeah, it'll be up. It'll be up tomorrow or Saturday. I'll put it up. So keep an eye on it. If anybody watching live, it's gonna be a big, it's gonna say giveaway, thank you, 1,000, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. But cool. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for everyone in chat, hanging out, watching trailers, scaring Brian, Brandon Davis. So yeah.
Too much for me, guys.
All
me.
That was the good stuff. It was a fun show. Appreciate all you guys. But let's get out of here, man.
I came in super late, but thank you.
Oh yeah, man. It's all good. Well, at least you came in and we talked about some disappointing shows.
Disappointing stuff.
Yeah. I got here in time for Secret Invasion. That's all I care about. So
there you go. But cool. Let's get out of here. Appreciate all you guys. Oh, you know what? I do want to try something. So now that we're at 1,000, we could technically raid other channels. Yeah. So I want to see if there's anybody live that we kind of hang out with.
It's like 12:45 Central.
ain't no one live, which is fine. We can always mess with it later. Yeah, but cool. If it was Plant Fanatics, this would be going right.
Exactly.
All right, but cool. We appreciate you guys. We will see you guys on Monday.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys Monday.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're out here.